still setting up here. This is a shout out to Poseidon 520. Slightly ahead of the curve of everybody else. Gentlemen, welcome back to the LBLCS. I'm your host, Buggleberry Finn. I'm joined by two people who are known to be handsomer than me, Praetorian and Less Force, the channel here.
Well, I mean, standards are not high to beat a goblin in that one. But
oh, well,
wow.
No. I got a thick green tint to my skin that you just don't have. And go ahead, go there, Praetorian. Let's go. Start the stream there. God, get me riled up right to start.
It is 5 p.m. It's a little too early to get me to tango, unfortunately.
Fair enough. A lot of links being thrown into the chat there. We're gonna switch on over to the just a second. Crafting.
Ooh, already a 10 buggle.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Sammy Slap.
Okay. Hang on, I
While
actually
you
gotta
do that,
reach down and get one.
Popoba cashing a bear fact. Well, actually, it looks like he cashed in and then also provided a bear fact. He said bears in Russia will huff oil drums to get high.
Okay.
And that.
Thank God they're doing something.
That doesn't sound like a
That's
fact
100% right. We've all seen it happen. I gotta switch over. They're drafting so quickly. My brain's not working at the speed it needs to be working at. Probably because I said to do a quick 10. Damn, he's always bothering me. Switch over to the screen. I'll get it going. You in that watching the draft?
Yep, we are in the draft. I can do a little magic so Praetorian can see as well. Let's do this.
So Nocturne and Leona being taken away. I want to talk to you guys while they're panning so quick. These teams are really prepared. This is Economy Group A, by the way. Got High Alert, Hijinx versus Two Town Gaming. Big moment, I think. Two Town Gaming. This is a relatively new team to the LBLCS. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe they're. I believe it's a new. At least it's a new entity. Maybe like one or two of the players have played before, but
sure.
I'm not recognizing too many of the names. So, first action in the LBLCS on stream. Pretty big opportunity.
Yeah, definitely see what they can do. Draft's going pretty quickly. A little bit of a hold here from High Alert to see what they're going to ban third. Looks like it is going to be the Misfortune that they're hovering right now, and it is going to go through. So a good spread atop a jungle and an ADC band. While it's mostly bot lane focused for the side of High Alert Hijinx getting it banned away.
If you're expecting some type of deep draft analysis, that's not what you're going to get.
What would you pick first here? Would it be Aphelios? Because that is what Hijinx wants.
I think I haven't obviously had a chance to look too in depth into these rosters, but what I know about the Hijinx is I know that Pickle Hater and Bear, owner of High Alert, they're very high on their 80 carry. They say that the kid's got hands, so Aphelios certainly a hands 80 carry. Nautilus on the other side.
Great response to someone that has hands, because you could just point and click, and you can take their hands off the map.
Yeah, deny the hands.
Les, you gotta close one of those tabs before we get exposed.
Well, it's only you and me that can see it.
All right.
But now it's already closed.
All right, huge.
Chat doesn't need to worry about it. Kaisa, pretty strong kill bot lane. And then the Maokai, they're just breezing through this. The Maokai probably going support. Could go top lane for Pickle Hater. Could also be a Poppy top. A lot of flexibility for the Hijinx.
When you see people drafting this quickly, it's usually because their plan did not get messed up. you can sometimes anticipate bans that are going to come out and be like, okay, like obviously this is on the table, we can first pick, but we're pretty sure they're going to ban away the Varus, we're pretty sure they're going to ban away the Leona. Let's have our secondary picks kind of locked up for early. Maokai is a super strong pick right now. I like the Sejuani in response from Two Town Gaming as well. I think these are some beefy frontliners for some high damage dealers.
Yeah, very. I like the. It's like stock standard, you know, kind of good team fight ults. Try and set up the carry. We'll have to see kind of what comes out from the solo lanes to kind of round it out. I need to go grab a beverage as my captain Zodiac has cashed in 10 on me, so I will be right back.
Good luck, bud, and thank you, Manatee, for the follow. Very dope from you. We see some more bans coming out. Syndra, Yone, Echo, and Malphite to follow. A little afraid of that Malphite. They could get some serious frontline tanks for this Aphelios if they did grab that Malphite. We could still see a big tank coming out from Pickle Papski, or I'm sorry, Papaskis. Papaskis, thank you for the follow as well.
I have to clear through the 200 Twitch requests, but I think I cleared them.
Your word. Zygarde getting picked up here for Two Town Gaming. And Hijinx is going to go with an Orianna hover. Let's see if they do end up locking that in. Totally fine pick against Zygarde, able to trade relatively quickly and easily against it. Get your own shield.
I like that. And
I love this Yorick pick. I played Yorick for the first time in a 5s game. I played it mid lane and we won. And you just smash stuff and you just split. Grubs are so strong. If you get grubs early and you have a Yorick, you can just side split like it's nobody's business.
Hashtag grub it up. No, it is.
Oh, he's baiting me. I said I liked it, so he didn't pick it. I just learned all the ability names, and he doesn't pick it.
York mid actually pretty good because you know those mages in the mid lane can't really deal with the little goblins you spawn, or ghouls, I guess is a better word.
Ghouls is a much better word because they're
I mean,
not
also,
goblins,
I'm, like,
they are ghouls.
Convinced that no one knows how to play against York until you reach Challenger.
People know how to play against Yorick.
I don't know how to play against York.
You kill him. If you get his health to 0, he dies. He's off the map.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
So, yeah, maybe try that next time, I guess.
Yeah, have you considered coaching?
You know what's crazy? I do coach. And guys, that's,
Not
like, that's so stupid. That's like coaching
Not
bowling to someone and being like, try to knock down all the pins. Like,
well, it's like just the
Kill 'em.
fundamentals, right?
guys, just destroy the Nexus. Come on, what do you?
You have to lay the foundation and build upon it. I
You know
respect
what? Yorick could be one of the most kind summoners because he kills little minions and then he gives them another life. He lets them trade teams, smashes them into bits with his big shovel, digs them a grave, and then pops them right back up.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's only respawning them just to have them get killed again. So it's just like
Yeah,
never ending.
Start the prediction.
Sure, but
I
like
made so many Schmeckles last night.
they're having a great time. I think.
Just saying. I didn't
I
really.
mean,
Oh my god, I
fast.
do 10 more. Shit. Okay, hang on. I do 10 more.
I
Who's
also,
on which side?
High Alert Hijinx are blue, Two Town Gaming on the red. I believe we also had a Hunk alert get cashed in, but I believe it was Vader used Choke, who is not in this game, cashed in on himself. So I kind of respect it.
I do too. In chat, we'll refer to Vader use Choke as the Hunk. 10 more PC. You know what? That's fucked up, Ram Cannon. I just had a wonderful day of playing League of Legends with you the other day, and you are abusing this right now. This friendship that we have formed, we're closer knit now, and you know. Okay, here I go.
Yeah, like hell yeah, says Vader used Choke. He's a
I'm
fan.
sorry.
How long
Who
are
said
we?
that?
5 minutes?
Who said that? I'm
Make
sorry?
these 5 minutes.
The Hunk.
The Hunk said that. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, everyone gets 5 minutes to bet. Please bet. I can't bet unless a lot of people bet a lot of Schmeckles.
Listen, I just lost
Never
70. Vader used. Oh, I mean,
underestimate the
shit.
power of
Fuck.
the Scout's Code.
The Hunk. Thank you from the Hunk. God, I'm gonna mess this up a lot today.
I was thinking that he was gonna say, "Here, take this," and give another 10 seconds,
Never
but instead,
underestimate the
actually
power
gifting
of
out
the
some
Scout's
subs. That
Code.
is very nice of the Hunk. True Hunk behavior.
Very hunkish. Very hunky. Chilling, vibing to the music.
If the total betting pool reaches 10K, I drop another 10K.
You know what's?
All right,
Oh yeah. Make him do that. Make him do that. Let's
yeah,
spice up the pot.
I think I just saw a lot of Schmeckles.
Yeah, a lot of Schmeckles drops. All right.
Yeah, in true betters fashion, as Praetorian and I are notorious enthusiasts.
Investors.
Investors. I'm gonna wait and see how the lines.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
evolve
wait
here.
until like 30 seconds. But
Praetorian gave me an order. Says Trad.
The one thing I'll say about Trad's very loyal. Will follow orders. Apparently, I have 0 Schmeckles from the last time I tuned in at the end of the season. Yeah, can't even bet. Well, hey, if I could give you a Schmeckle, I still wouldn't. I want you to know that, Suboptimal Gaming.
we definitely don't hand out Schmeckles.
And I definitely did not lose 80k Schmeckles the other night. That didn't happen. Don't think about it. Don't go back and rewatch any VODs to prove that it happened.
Well, that's why we just don't.
Kato, the names are definitely right. That's exactly the names.
Let's have a conversation about that for a second. I got to those 80 Schmeckles. Had I won that, I'd have like 160 Schmeckles. So let's be, you know, it is what it is. You can only be right so many times in your life.
But now you've got none, and now you're having to start the grind all over again.
You're right. I can only go up from here. Unlike you, who could lose Schmeckles right now.
What are you at right now, Lustworth?
I'm at 187,000.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm at 174, so we're pretty close here.
I really should have earned some more from yesterday's stream.
I won both.
Ruffian.
I won both last night, but the betting pools were so low that I didn't really win that much.
I could have joined in. Unfortunately, I was unable to tune in. We were scrimming at the time, but
I couldn't, in good conscience,
Never
bet against Ruffian,
underestimate the
even though
power
the
of
game
the
was looking a
Scout's
little
code.
doomed. Couldn't do it.
I
Couldn't do it
also
to him.
have 0 Schmeckles on my phone right now. I just looked because I stream a
shout
lot. I also showed that I subbed for the 50 seconds.
Another friend.
52
Another
months is a long
investor.
time.
That's a long
Tears.
time.
Thank you so much. I'm an old goblin. It's true. Oh, we were talking. I like this conversation we were having, and yeah, we'll talk about the comps. We'll talk about who we think is gonna win in a second. But I did like the conversation that community was
No,
having the other day.
we don't talk about that.
What was the first champion that came out? Was the first release while you were playing the game?
I joined the game in patch 6.24, which was the assassin update. So I joined, and Talon and LeBlanc had all just been reworked.
Oh, okay. How about you,
I
Force?
believe the first champ that was out, or the oldest champ that was out, or the newest champ rather, it was a release. So it was like
Okay.
somewhere like 2011, 2010. That's the first I
old
remember the
champions.
splash on the loading screen.
God, I'm so dated here. All right, first champion that came out was Fiora, and she was so busted broken. She broke the whole fucking game. You guys are invulnerable, attacking 3 people at once for so long. It was brutal.
Also, I don't know if okay, usually on cast we just make fun of Jackie Boy, but everyone should DM Jackie Boy today. Today is Jackie Boy's birthday. He's old too, so tell him he's old. He'll enjoy that.
Also, the birthday of the Kled in this game, Hyler Pickle Hater 77, looking to come away with a week 1 victory in their birthday. Playing a risky game because if you lose the series, that's the birthday dinner is gonna sting a little bit.
True.
It's true.
Either that, or it's like, oh, I have this to look forward to no matter what happens. Right.
That's a glass half full look for sure.
All right, it's time for me to decide who I'm betting on.
Yeah, this is true. So let me.
I think we have to go. Do we have to go on opposite sides?
I think
No,
that's
you go
only
on who you
fair.
think's gonna
We
win.
don't have to, but
These are
I've
gonna
got
be
a couple.
crazy. These logos, I haven't put them. Oh, I haven't even put them up yet.
All right, I've placed my Schmeckles.
On the wrong sides. Hang on, I'll switch them.
Yeah, the people are they're very quick to point out the logos on
How's
the wrong
this?
side.
Is this good? Is this good, everyone? Did I leave that right there? I leave that right there.
Yeah, that's a big Two-Town Gaming logo.
It is a big 2-town gaming.
yeah, at some point I will take the time to cut all of these out. But no captain
No, it's fine. I like it with.
obliged by the instructions to make them both either transparent or a circular cutout. That did not happen. So
Boggle, can you
at
adopt
some
me?
point I'll do it.
I could adopt you, I guess. How old are you? think you might be older than me, Skyline. I don't know if that's safe.
That is
Dad, look down at
Mama
someone
Juju for
10 years younger than you. Dad. 27. Okay, I'm 28. I can adopt you. That's fine. We'll do it.
Kind of more like a Big Brother program, right?
Yeah.
Interesting stack here from the Hijinx. They were expecting the Nautilus to walk in, but Two-Town just kind of...
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Buggle doesn't load in for an hour and a half. You have to wait for Buggle.
Oh, this is true.
We just loaded in right now, okay?
All right, well then, just take away everything that I just said. Nothing has happened yet.
We're at second 20, 21, 22, 23. Let me know when you need me to... What second are you at?
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind back to 40. You can let me know when we're at 40.
Okay.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Good talk.
40.
Oh, okay.
There we go. All right, so hopefully we see all the high alert Hijinks sitting in a bush. Not sure if anything's gonna happen.
We do, and we're scrolling around to see where everyone else is on the map. We see them in different areas here.
They are indeed not.
Oh, you're doing the... I just didn't even have to look. The awful panorama view.
The joystick view, like just grabbing the camera and adjusting it rapidly. Yeah, I love that. Let's get a really nice shot. Let's get a really good shot of them hurting this buff. I think I'm gonna have to stay on Maokai here. I could just do that right there.
You are tricking out the chat. Pickle hater. Oh, good blind Q. Gonna probably still have to take the long way around. Probably don't want to walk into the Darius.
That's so disgusting.
Isn't it gross? Isn't it worse? Man, if I was just the director though, and I could just zoom around, people have no idea what the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at one point on the cast, someone should just put you on like observer duty. Give everyone motion sickness.
Just zoom in so close to Darius and leave the camera on him the whole time. Make the casters talk about it.
Damn.
Pickle Hater got mad jumped early.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They just
that looked like it hurt.
ignored the minions and just decided to beat each other upside the head.
Another friend.
True, true top lane mentality.
Mind Below 33, thank you for the follow.
Skyline asks what a pickle bomb is.
You don't want to know.
No, it's just like... Sounds like an awful drink name, I think.
It does sound like you're just dropping a pickle into like a Guinness. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good. Don't make me tango on that one. I'm out.
Well... Or someone could This Means War that.
It's true.
Chat, I need to know, should I drink a Modelo or a Modelo?
That is what I'm having. I mean, it's a coriander.
All right.
What am I talking about?
I unfortunately need to go, but good luck for the rest of the cast.
Thank you. Rampage coming in mid lane right now, looking for something, but Oriana, you have to walk out, not have to blow anything either. Holding on to the flash is really important there.
Yeah, definitely. Sejuani trying to get that early pressure. Oriana was good about not walking into the cage. Otherwise, I think they would have had to burn flash there. Stopwatch coming up, but is going to get spotted out.
Yeah, good ward timing right there from Blanco. Making sure that he stays safe. He was able to push in, get a small CS lead. Put damage under the tower.
I think Pickle Hater, all things considered from how that first wave kind of went, doing pretty well there. They're getting their health back up. They're on the Scarl. Things are looking up.
Yeah, and both of them know that Poppy's around, so there's not really going to be a fight. They're going to respect each other and back up. But as soon as Poppy shows anywhere else, we could see Darius choose to fight again. I think you do want to keep this Kled in a position where he can't go in on you. His Q is down right now. Here it goes.
Ooh, that empowered Q gonna hit. Yeah, it's in Darius's blood to sit there and fight nonstop. Wouldn't be... You don't pick Darius top to sit and farm.
Right. I do actually really like the pickups that the team of Two-Town Gaming has done for their comp. They just have 3 beefy boys, and they have a couple of executes in their team, which is very powerful against people like Kled. It's also really powerful against the tankiness that they have on the side here, so doing higher damage as they get lower in life.
Yeah, definitely. Chewy and J-Croft in a good spot to pop off here in the later fights. Ooh,
Be dangerous as Blanco pulls him in right there, but a lot of minions helping out. Has to flash your way. Pickle Hater's safety. Good burn of the sum.
All right, we see both the junglers resetting. My question is, who is going to try and grub it up here? We got Sejuani and Poppy, neither of which I can't imagine are great at taking those early grubs. I especially think with the Kled, could be good. Well, actually, both top laners would benefit from grubs. So we'll see. Looks like they're walking separate ways, though.
A small gold lead has generated for the side of High Alert, but that's all through the farm here. Is mid lane and Kai'Sa's starting to catch a wave right now, so Kai'Sa's able to level it back up. But this mid lane starting to go in the favor of Orianna a little bit.
Yeah, nice and slow farming. Looks like red side gonna get the at least the first move on this dragon. Poppy heading up to grub, so we probably are just gonna get the classic trade here at the 5-minute mark.
I actually think I prefer grubs over this dragon. I mean, you take what you get here. They're gonna be trading cross map right now, which is important that somebody's taking something in response. But I think for both of these comps, grubs is gonna be what is stronger for each team.
Yeah, my general thought is that you can always get dragons back, but you know, once the grubs are off the map, like you can't get them back. So
right.
I think especially getting like those first 3, that gives you kind of like time in 5 minutes to decide either, hey, we're gonna try and get the 6 grubs and really have that tower pressure, or we can go get a first dragon and no harm, no foul type of deal.
Yeah, it does put the onus on the side of Town Gaming to go for the next set of grubs. They're going to come up because they will be so important. You really don't want a team to get 6. So we might see a trade in reverse here, them to start to focus top lane more. We've mostly seen Sedge hover around the mid area. She's invading right now into Poppy's jungle, so interesting to see where they path next. This is a pretty passive game for their indoctrination into the LBLCS from Town Gaming, but I do think that their comp scales really nicely. We're going to see pretty explosive mid game.
Yeah, definitely is actually Blanco Mamba gonna get the hook in there. Good E away though to avoid that damage, but it's red buff invade.
Yeah, and Rampage just trying to get out of that tough spot down here. This looks like there is going to be a fight. Dot doing a good amount of damage with the ignite. Drops onto Loki. Has to flash away. The flash forward from Thor as well. Can they keep him safe? One more auto. They can't get it. Here comes Poppy. A stun against the wall. One more hit, and that's first blood to the Yordle, the hero, and a takedown 2.
Man, that was so close on to the Maokai, getting away with the absolute smallest sliver of health. Stopwatch, able to pick up both those kills, really going to accelerate their ability to impact this early game.
And good hits right here from Blanco. Drops him super low. One more auto attack puts him in very dangerous position.
Yeah, good call there to walk away with the Darius passive stacks on him.
Yeah, that all can do so much more damage when he's got the 5 stacks on you, so almost in that kill range. Might have another pull right here. The W is going to slow. The Q is going to stack the damage. He pulls him back in. One more hit. Can he get another? He can't, and he mounts. Now he's in trouble. Here comes the ultimate from the Kled. He's just going to step to the side. A nice dodge of the Q, and Pickle's back out.
Yeah, good play there. I think for Pickle Hater, you'll take that. You know, you're in, kill threat range, able to disengage it. Darius got a little low after the tower shot. Hopefully you can kind of just keep this wave like right here near your turret, as Poppy is currently in base, probably looking to come topside with those camps up.
Good sidestep too from the Darius, just being like, if I could dodge the Q, he can't really safely go in because he knows I can heal on mine. So good patience and good sidestepping, but now he could be in a lot of trouble because he did not dodge the Q, and he will get taken down. Pickle Hater picking up a birthday present right there.
Yeah, a little birthday solo bolo.
Rampage in the mid lane, gonna drop the ultimate, flashes right into it. It's going to connect. A flash forward from the Vygar. It's not gonna be enough. Might be able to turn it. The Q doesn't hit, and Orianna stays alive.
Really well played there from Orianna. Just yes, the Sejuani are still caught them. Was actually Loki gonna try and knock him forward.
Non-stop action as another fight breaks out right here, but they're not gonna be able to chase down Thor. Yeah, you were saying that ultimate, that shockwave out of Orianna was massive in the mid lane.
Yeah, they were for sure gone if they didn't get that double shockwave. Kept Vigar off just long enough to where they couldn't hit that last Q before Ori had the shield. And then bot lane, you're definitely going to take that Nautilus RVing out. There's a window here that Loki can look. You have that ult advantage. I'm curious to see if they look to take advantage here.
Yeah, some things are coming out. Nautilus saying to wait for his R. Some other timers that they have on their ultimates here. Big gold lead. Starting to generate mostly through the CS. There's a little bit from those kills too, but the CS difference in the bot lane is starting to get out of hand as we got to roam to the top here. Stopwatch in the vicinity. Blanco gonna have to drop that ghost. Can he get out of here? He doesn't get stunned up against the wall, but he does get ulted right there. The Q's gonna give him a little bit extra time with the health. He's running right into an Orianna though, and he has no flash. Who will pick up the kill? Or can he keep healing and use a blast cone to get out of this one? The ghost is giving him so much space. He waits till they're on it, then he chooses to use it. Gonna be in a lot of trouble. Still heals more, but he will get taken down by the Cleanse. Again, down to the bot lane. Aphelios picks up a kill. He's looking for a second one on a Rampage. Grubs are getting started up by blue side again. They already have 3.
Yeah, and this is with the help of Pickle Hater, they're gonna be able to kill this quick enough to where Stopwatch could look to come down bot. They can contest this dragon. Looks like Rampage and Jaycroft may be fishing bot lane. But yeah, they should have enough time to contest this drag if they want.
Yeah, they're in a pretty healthy position. Those 2 skirmishes in the jungle and the river going their way. Darius with a valiant attempt to get out, but just could not. And that's the 6th grub to this side of high alert.
Loki gotta be a little careful here.
Loki could be in a huge amount of trouble. Here comes the ultimate. They are just gonna pin him down and take him out.
Yeah, just trying to establish that vision before the dragon. Unfortunately, you know, your Poppy was taking grubs on the reset. Aphelios was in base. Just looks like this should be second dragon. So despite the gold, you know, maybe not being in the favor of Two Town so far, they'll certainly take those 2 dragons. You've got the scaling, you got the Vigar, you got the Kaisa. Not too shabby.
They actually put themselves in a really healthy position right here because they do go down on the grubs, and they go down in other parts of the map for sure. But being in a good dragon position where now High Alert has to start threatening them very seriously. If they don't get the next one, they could be on soul point. This is a great soul to get.
Yeah, and it's definitely good against Zaxxus just more non-stop fighting top and mid, actually.
And mid right here. A nice stun right there. Stopwatch trying to get here in time, but the shutdown gold goes on to the right one, and Darius picks up a kill. Hold on to your phone, because Two Town Gaming is back in this game.
Clearly some good mid-jungle synergy on Two Town Gaming. Rampage has been camping mid, this time able to get the kill over to the Vigar. And then meanwhile in the top lane, Blanco getting a little bit of revenge. Got that solo kill, probably gonna be able to pick up a play. It depends if Pickle decides to TP, which he is going to.
Yeah, this is tricky because I actually think what we've seen out of Orianna so far is really solid gameplay, and they've done a good job setting her a little bit further behind. She was way up in CS, but now Vigar's had time to level it out a little bit. He's picked up a kill as well, so making sure that you put these players that you can tell are good early on into an uncomfy position is really smart to do. Pickle Hater's in a good spot, Stopwatcher's in a good spot, Lord Thor is not in a good spot. He's gonna have to run away here.
The Hextech portal coming in clutch. I would really like to see with those 6 grubs and Rift spawning in about 40 seconds. I do think that the High Alert Hijinx should be pressuring that, as when you have all those grubs, the Rift Herald can be a
out here in the
big
bot lane looking for a
flash.
Cage. Oh, good response from Loki right there. Just to be like, okay, this is to stop this. Loki knows that Dot's gonna flash.
Yeah, and you'll certainly take the Nautilus flash for the Aphelios every time if you're Two Town. Gonna make fighting this next dragon a lot easier. In 3 minutes, you'd anticipate High Alert's gonna look to fight that. Don't want to give over soul point, and it does look like could have a skirmish here mid.
Yeah, mid and junglers showing up to the mid lane. Stopwatch over the wall, gonna flash forward, but a massive double shockwave, and now they're trying to drop all of the damage onto Vigar. Not going to be enough as they drop into half health, but they have somebody stunned, and here's the damage to follow it up. He flashed forward, can he get another Q off? Could be in dangerous position here.
Wow.
Zelius is in a good spot.
To answer chat, we are at good Sejuani are.
Rampage crushing
Rygar's
that one.
at 130. He is at 130. Him is lying absolutely there at 130 evil stats. Loki just laying in wait, waiting for an opportunity. Ooh, a hook in there. Blanco Mamba.
Yeah, doesn't get the heal off, which might cause him some issues, but he does get the dismount on the Pickle Hater there. And now he's gonna go forward, looking for even more. Forces the flash out of the Kled. Being a menace to society up there. A lot of damage coming out. He wants it, but the dismount isn't going to happen. It is going to happen. Now he's in a heap of trouble. There's the ultimate to go forward. He should be able to find it. The Q doesn't stack for the heal. He's getting chased completely out of lanes, but here comes Rampage. This is dangerous for Blanco to stick around at all because of that Tiamat. The splash damage is real.
Man, both top laners happy to just walk that one out. Super low health bars on both sides. Gotta get the resets off. Nobody going for this Herald. We do have drag in about a minute. I'd have to imagine that the Hijinx is gonna have this Maokai in a good spot to set up some saplings and fight this objective. I would have to guess.
Yeah, just checking. Quick little look at the gold spread, right? Both these ADCs have so much gold on them. If either of them can get a back in before this dragon spawns and spend that gold, they could be in a really good spot. Aphelios certainly has a lot more total gold, but gold only becomes worth something once you spend it, so.
This is very true. I do think that I like Dot constantly shoving in these waves. They would have the first opportunity to reset. Got about 30 seconds on the drag, so it looks like they're actually both sides just gonna stick it out here. Dot walking up very
Nice
aggressive.
Shockwave on it too right there. Has to drop it to stay alive. He's gonna walk right into the Orianna, get caught up and get taken down. Before he trades some damage, but now it looks like Nautilus is the next target, and they're gonna lock him down. Dot picking up that kill. 2-0 and 2 goes his score. 7-4 up top.
Just that vision prio, that ward in that upper brush saw Vigard and Sejuani in that spot. Is this tower actually going to come down mid with the Pickle Hater rotation? And that's going to be a denial of the dragon, which is what you want to see from the Hijinx. You have the Maokai, you've got the Poppy for zone control.
Yeah, Rampage, she's just going back to farming in the jungle there. Darius is going to trade a tower up the top lane though.
We see both solo laners actually walking up towards this Darius. I don't know if they're looking for a play. Is Dot gonna have to walk this one out?
Stopwatch coming to assist just in case. But finds the Darius. They start slapping each other in a river. Who is going to get there first? Both mid laners on their way. Doesn't grab the pull. Takes a lot of damage right there. Can they get him caged up? Can they lock him down? They just need to drop the ultimate on him. They're both going to do it. And they are going to be able to pick up the kill, but Croft now having to walk away. He should get chased down, and he does. Orianna picking up their third kill of the game.
Blue team double kill.
You can take these two out of the top lane, but you can't take the top lane out of these two. Just fighting over a scuttle leads to them both dying, but I think the Hijinx will take that for sure. 2-1. This Orianna picking up several kills in these last couple fights, working towards that second item already.
Yeah, Thornmail picked up for Sejuani, which will do some heal cutting against Aphelios when they start to play Lord Thor. Looking for a wraparound. Can't find the dredge line, but is going to find a little bit of CC right there. They're going to do as much as they can, and they're going to pick up a big shutdown onto Aphelios right there. He went onto the right person, too.
I love that they were able, Nautilus and Sejuani both stayed away, didn't try to auto, didn't send any abilities. Give that over to Chewy. You want these carries to have the gold, because you're the big front line. You're trying to set up Chewy, you're trying to set up J Croft, as Loki, maybe in a bit of a rough spot, should be able to just blast gun their way out.
Pickle Hater down here in the bot lane clears the wave so quickly they have to back up. Can't take this tower.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Can't take the tower up top, though. Poppy trying to pick which one they're going to send flying. The Darius is the one that gets sent back. A teleport now coming in. They're going to be looking for J Croft.
Bit of a tough angle with the Kled. You don't quite have the R yet, so probably just going to look to set up some vision, head out towards the mid lane. Quite the copy pasta we have going in chat, thanks to Zelius.
Pickle Hater 77 breaking the meta in LBLCS like a true hang-on stopwatch in a fight. A lot of damage. Here comes the ultimate from Loki. Darius caught between a rock and a hard place. Does get taken down. It's a tree, though, that finishes him off.
Yeah, the Maokai is such a strong pick. With that R in any like jungle quadrant, you're basically locking down anybody in a 10-foot radius. Herald should crash. Not gonna have anyone hop in, so no grubs to come, but you'll take that damage.
Yeah, at the same time, they're able to take bottom, but Ophelia is just shoving in through mid with Orianna. They're taking so much because of those grub passives. A lot of extra damage. They've geared it up here, though. So it is 3-3. Turrets, that is. Just two happen to be the mid lane. A very short route to... Uh-oh, Lord Thor might be... Well, so deep Hex Gates exist. You have to remember that on this map is Loki going to get spotted. Coming towards him. Here comes the rest, taking a blast cone over the wall. Trying to get back to Valhalla, but I think he will find his place on the pad in a few more seconds.
Yeah, Chewie saw the writing on the wall, took the Hex Tech out, avoided that trouble. Meanwhile, top, Pickle Hater did have to R away from the Darius, so Blanco is certainly still a formidable threat in the top lane. They're not looking to fight. Looks like another tower going to come down here bot, and red side just going to set up some vision control around the Baron, because I do think that the High Alert could force that if they wanted.
They've been having really good control over the top lane objectives all game. They've taken all of the grubs. They've taken the Herald. Baron, only thing they haven't taken that's going to be spawning there. It's up right now.
A lot of vision control here. Lord Thor got to be careful.
Okay, more damage coming off right now onto Lord Thor, but here come the reinforcements and an ultimate being dropped. I don't think it was necessary. He'd be down for this dragon fight. That'll be important.
Yeah, the timer should be relatively close. I think if you're 2-town, you probably want to try and hold off on fighting right away, because you do want that Nautilus R to try and get this Orianna, try and get this Aphelios. If you could get the shutdown on the Ori, that could be huge if you can get it onto a Valyar, onto a Kai'Sa, one of your real carry threats.
And High Alert walking through this area, clearing out vision as a team, as a unit, super important. But Pickle, no teleport all the way up top. So if Blanco can just join this fight, they will have a significant advantage. Led gonna try to ultimate from far away to come down, but this whole fight is breaking out. A nice knockback right there from Stopwatch and held in place as Blanco, he goes down. All of a sudden, we've got a 4v4 going on. Kled rotating all the way from top lane. Now he's in mid, clearing out of... They should have this.
Yeah, gonna be a hard look. No Darius for 30 seconds, and yeah, the call... Like the call from 2-town, try and go get this mid wave shoved. The next objective is the Baron. You gotta try and keep that wave shoved out so you're not at risk of that. You'll have ults coming back up here. You didn't burn anything there aside from the Nautilus R, so you can definitely look at this next objective to try and catch out one of these carries.
It would be interesting to see how these teams start to try to set up these fights. And now if they've had several, and we have a significant gold lead here for High Alert, where do they want to fight? How do they want to do this? Because it's clear who's got more gold to both teams. Sometimes when it's like 1 or 2K off, you don't really know who's got more gold. I think both teams know that High Alert has more gold right now. So does that change your thought process, do you think, at this moment?
I mean, I think that the comp from High Alert, they're in such a good spot, and you have such good kind of zone control around a Baron. You know, Maokai with the saplings. Maokai can R multiple people from several angles. You got the Ori ball, which is always a huge threat. I think they could probably look to kind of just set up around this Baron and kind of dare 2-town to come into him. They're getting this ward or the scuttle to get that vision. I think they could fight the Baron if they wanted to, but it's also one of those things where, yes, they probably know they're kind of in a good spot right now, but they don't want to take risks. You know, it is the first game of the season. You know, maybe kind of like feeling your way into things.
Yep.
And certainly when you got like a Veigar, a Nautilus hook, there are tools on 2-town that can catch you if you're slipping.
That's what I was going to say. You've got to be playing pick heavy. You've got burst damage. You've got execution moves. They're trying to find Pickle Rick right here, but they're not. I said Pickle Rick because Chad said it. That's awesome. Pickle Hater 77. And they actually are going to start up with their Ana Ward. This is all being seen.
Yeah,
dropping
Sejuani
pretty low
kind of
pretty
far
quick.
though.
Or Thor is not. Could come in here and disrupt. An ultimate getting dropped. A good cage might keep him safe for a few moments, but Orianna wants him, is going to find him, and he has to flash away. He gets pulled back in. He will get taken down, but not before he drops a little bit of damage onto him. Ultimate getting dropped. They're fully off of Baron, but they're chasing them down now in the mid lane. Can Blanco get a big heal off? He has the Ignite ticking on him. Already getting cut down. Loki picks up the kill.
Yeah, and rather than going back to the Baron, it looks like well, actually, they've changed their mind. They were going to shove mid, but now they're going back to the Baron. Got to be careful. Sejuani does have Q, does have Flash, has the Blast Cone. Could certainly look for a steal, and I think you're kind of in that spot for Two-Town where Rampage has to go for this hero play, I think.
I think so too. Lord Thor just going to spot them out, doing it again right here with a ward. Not really in stealable territory. Be a Kaisa W that's coming in a little too late. This is endgame territory for the side of High Alert, but I will say if Two-Town Gaming can withhold this, they have a really great scaling if they can take out Aphelios.
Yeah, it's just all about kind of keeping control of the vision on your side of the map, and just, I mean, at this point, you're really playing for picks. You've got the Sejar, you got the Vigard cage, Nautilus hook. Try to get someone just walking where they shouldn't be. A lot of shutdowns are on the side of the Hijinx, so even if it's the Maokai, you know, that's like 600 gold maybe getting into the pockets of your Vigard, your Kaisa. Certainly angles to do so, and they're kind of setting up around this Ori at the moment. I don't mind this call at all, but I like the stopwatches here to answer.
I like that they're still creating ideas for plays right now. Sometimes you get a little too turtle. Uh-oh, Thor might actually get caught out right here. Loki looking for something.
Able to just walk it off. They're trying to get this mid-wave shove. That's where they have all the turrets down. They're trying to force the issue here. And then Pickle kind of on the other side of the map, just trying to pressure.
Another friend.
Weird Kled animation. I don't think I've ever seen that one. The double ride.
Looks like they are going to just push down there next. Look for something Loki. Messing with the idea of going in, but not fully invested here as the Grub's just doing some good damage to that tower. Massive shockwave's gonna fight two of them, and can they finish him off? Yes, they do. Orianna's gonna get a first kill in this fight, and now they're gonna push all the way in. Loki gonna grab several of them. They are locked up, and they are getting melted down. Chewy running back to the pad, gonna use a cleanse, but can't get out of it. As it looks like High Alert Hijinx are trying to end this game right here, right now.
Yeah, only two left. It's the Darius and the Sejuani. They're getting dove under the tower.
Good pulling right there. Can they stay alive first? Tower gone. Looks like Darius is going to be the next one to follow. And Rampage, she's just going to go back to pad and chill as High Alert take game one.
Pretty strong game there from the Hijinx. They came in with their game plan. They got those early grubs. They made the right calls on when to fight at the dragons, and from there, just these carries were just so strong. And honestly, I don't even think enough praise was given to Loki there on the Maokai. Super clutch engages, super clutch disengages. Just really well done from their whole team there.
Yeah, and massive damage out of that Orianna, most in the game by a pretty significant amount, where Darius shows up on that. Game two. Oh, I got kicked because the game lobby's full, but hang on.
We're heading into game number 2 now, Jungle Matrix. Game 1 was won by the High Alert Hijinx, which means that Two-Town Gaming is going to get their choice of side here. And it looks like they have elected to go to blue side.
They're going to go to blue side here?
Yes, Two-Town is going on blue.
Do you think that there's a specific pick they're going to try to take first? Do you think they like the blue side better? What do you think is going on with that thought process?
I think blue at the moment. Maybe this is just anecdotal. I definitely prefer playing on blue side at the moment. I think it's easier to get in on the grubs in my mind. It's easier, you go for those ganks in the bot lane. You kind of loop around by the red team's Gromp. If I have to think like maybe a specific pick, Maokai super flexible, can play multiple roles. I wouldn't hate that as a B1. There is the spectator link sent 3 times for good measure. Thank you, Pickle Hater. Yeah, I think just the zone control that Maokai created, and then the carry potential of this Orianna. I I think those are like the big standouts. So maybe one of those picks going over to Town Gaming could be really good here.
Quick little shout outs to Retro Reactive Skyline, who had a sub. Retro Reactive followed. Sugary Gap E-Man, that's how you pronounce that name. And ERS Thief of Justice. Thank you all for the follows and subs. So still Nocturne Leona gonna be taken away first. Pay out the bet. Oh my god, you guys. How about pay out the bet, please, Buggle? I'll wait for the hunk to say something nice to me before I jump in and do what he wants.
I mean, truly, a little kindness goes a long
manners
way.
diff. Manners diff if I've ever seen one.
Give the hunk his schmeckles. We're working on it, all right? And I did lose my schmeckles. Not sure if Praetorian joined me on betting on dual village gaming, as he put it.
The Lux being picked up first pick, that was something that was banned last time around by them. So they think this is a really high priority champion this game. We're going to switch to blue side. We're going to get 3 bans in, and then we're going to get to first pick the Lux, which is not only a good pick for us, but also a takeaway from them. Caitlyn looks like it's going to be the response right now.
Caitlyn, very strong, very aggressive early game pick. We saw Dot play really well with the Aphelios, kind of more late game scaling type pick. But Kate Nautilus certainly has that immediate kill pressure from level 1. I'm curious if this Lux is going mid or support. I feel like into the Kate Nautilus could be better off mid, but we'll have to see what they look to do here. Is Tom Kench going to be the grab?
Tom Kench was a ban last game, or was hovered last game. $1. How do I join the tournament? Down below, there's some links to join the Discord. Go on down there and read all about it. There's so many people in this chat that would love to talk to you and tell you everything about it. That is a name that I cannot pronounce, but ends with Jen, so I'm going to call them Jen. Is the name, if anybody wants to help them out.
Yone coming out here. Very fun pick to watch. Could go top, could go mid. Going into the Talia, I can't imagine that's a great time if you're Yone, so maybe flex it top if possible. They're actually going to pick the Poppy. They're going to hold off on mid lane. Stopwatch was really good on the Poppy game number 1, so we'll see him back on it again.
I like that too, because I think it's a simple takeaway for Two-Town Gaming in the second ban phase. Be like, hey, what do we need to get rid of? Well, they haven't picked their jungler yet. They had a really great Poppy game. Let's take that off the table. They're like, no, we're going to pick it first. Now they get a couple of bans here. I think this gives good prio here for Hijinx to control this draft a little bit. I think I like Two-Town Gaming's draft more right now, but the lockdown they have on Hijinx is very real.
Yeah, again, lot of lockdown, point and click on the Yone, with the Nautilus, with the Poppy. We'll see. I like the Senna ban does deny the Senna TK, which can be a super safe bot lane into something like Kate Nautilus. We'll see. Chat is saying that the mid laner is a Yone OTP, so maybe this is just like throwing down the gauntlet. This is Jay Croft saying, "Hey, I don't care what you're gonna throw at me. I got my main, and I'm gonna win."
We gotta redeem a caster compliment for Vader use choke. I'm gonna let you do that because I'm riled up about the hunk right now.
You're riled up about the hunk.
Yeah.
Vader use choke. Notorious econ mid laner for Scud. Serenity control it's deleted. One of the best mid laners I would have to say that I've seen in econ the past couple seasons. You've got the Vygar, you've got the Zed. Can really kind of play all the styles, and I think I've seen some pretty dope cosplays or like outfits posted in the like not league related channels. So has some cool stuff going on off the Rift too, as Cassiopeia it looks to be the answer into Yone.
This means war. I'm assuming Mimersticks did it to your feelings about Vader use joke, so now flame him.
All right, so like I actually I'm really thankful that my support for Money Moves did that, because I actually hate Zed. It's just such an unfun champ, right? It's like you're playing Aphelios, you're playing like you could be playing like a top laner, and Zed decides to just presses on you, throws all the shurikens, and before you know it, you're just gone. And it's like where's the counterplay? Where's my ability to beat this? I can't say bad things about Vader Use Choke, but I will. This means war. The Zed
Whoa.
specifically, as we see in a Mumu and a Mordekaiser.
Hold the phone. What do we got going on with this draft? Where are these things going?
I think it's safe to say that the Amumu is jungle. I think.
Okay,
Maybe...
there's a possibility it is. It could be Lux in the bottom, Yone mid. They're like, we got it. Yone's basically an ADC. We got this.
Yeah, I don't know where. I mean, maybe it's like a more.
I'd love a Kench Yone. I'd love a Kench Yone bot. What a ride that would be.
I'm. It would be. Well, I guess if you hit a really good Tom Kench W, you could spell nastiness. Let's see if. Looks like we're just about getting.
What do you think of people with Zed tattoos? I don't spend a lot of my time thinking about people with Zed tattoos, but let me give it a thought right now.
Did you just cash in another caster compliment just for nice things to be said about Zed? Well, I can't because I got This Means War. So Buggle's gonna have to say the nice things about Zed, the champion who has a caster compliment.
I have to say something about Zed?
Yeah, Zed specifically.
Okay. Can I have a couple? Can you ramble while I try to think of something nice to say about Zed?
Oh well, I can try to ramble here. Let's see. Looks like Two Town Gaming. Gonna take a quick minute here. They need a. Maybe they're deciding, where
Zed
this Young's gonna go.
has one of my favorite quotes of League of Legends, which is something like, "You cannot escape the shadows. You can't escape shadows." That's a cool quote. There you go, Zed. That's all I've got. That's for. So if I need to do more than that, you gotta tell me right now, because I don't know.
It's up to. I think it's up to the Hunk, who did cash in the compliment just for the Zed, and that's some real commitment to the bit. I think you're such a fan of your main, your signature, that you'll spend 2,000 schmeckles, which can take weeks to earn, just to hear a couple nice things come out about him.
People are already dropping a good amount of schmeckles onto High Alert Hijinx. 4,000 dropped onto them right now. The Hunk has a Zed tattoo. Thank God I didn't say anything negative about that.
What?
Have you found yourself switching places with your shadow recently, Hunk? Be a good question.
Now, I have a question to Zelius. Is I'm curious what this statement means. He said, "At the Hunk, I'll have you know, less force is actually pretty narrow." So, I'm just wondering where this came from. Oh,
what?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's for me? Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna check a coriander. I need Oh shit. Okay. This is gonna take me a fucking minute, dude. Okay.
That is a good joke, Zelius. I didn't even see that comment. Yeah, that's gonna suck for Buggleberry Finn. Not gonna lie. We're gonna load in here. Hopefully, I didn't see how long we have on the Schmeckle bets, but hopefully we gave enough time given the. Yeah, we got a couple minutes. So we'll get to see where this Mord's going, where this Yone's going. There's going to be some shenanigans, I think, from Two Town Gaming. And maybe that's their read, right? It's like game one, okay, we played standard v standard. High Alert kind of got the upper hand. Maybe this time we try and throw them off kilter by playing something like a Yone Kench or a Mordekaiser Lux. We'll have to see where these things are going.
Got, like 3/4. Hang on.
Gotcha. So Buggle is maybe struggling a little bit. Could get a little bit of tipsy Buggle. We see the Mord is going top into the Olaf. All right, this is the moment of truth. Wait, who is going in the mid lane? Is it gonna be the Yone or is it gonna be the Lux? And it is the Yone.
That was. Zelius, I'd only do that for you, by the way. I feel like if anyone else said that, I'd be like, no, that means 10. But Zelius, for you, we're on a different level now.
You do have 10 more, though.
What the hell? I actually, what's really funny? That's all I had. I have to stand up and walk over to another place to get it. So anything that gets done, we need to reserve for a couple minutes because I need a second to.
Good All right, well, we'll come back to that, Kato. We will not forget. I'm actually gonna grab my post-it note right here. Gonna write down 10 Bogle in all caps cursive.
Great work.
Oh well, I don't like that as much, Fader.
Thank God
Not gonna lie.
the hunk participating. Tom Kench on Chewy, which means the Lux is going to be support on Lord Thor. We're going to see some interesting bot lane strategies right now. Both teams have really explosive picks. Olaf can go super, super crazy in there. Also a pretty solid pick against that Mordekaiser. But if I've learned anything from watching Blanco play, this dude is in very true nature an extremely aggressive, proper top laner. This dude wants to fight you. This dude wants to go in. This dude wants nonstop blood in action. He's going to go in. So I'm expecting the Mordekaiser to be pretty clean here. We just saw the Darius that requires a specific type of player. So I'm going to be really interested to watch that top lane matchup. It was very explosive last game. We're getting the Kench APC, baby. This is somebody who knows something I don't know in chat.
So the Senna was banned, but I kind of feel like this bot lane can kind of operate similarly to because Lux is going to do a lot of damage even as a support. They're going to build the heavy AP items.
Yep.
And Tom Kench should be able to just farm, pick up that early first item, and then maybe once they get past that first item, then Lux can kind of start taking the farm and taking advantage. But I feel like this should be like pretty decent. I was a little skeptical when I saw them in a random order, the champs of 5, but I'm kind of with Tom Kench Lux bot lane.
I think that this bot lane, we saw how strong that Aphelios was, right? That, what is it, Dot? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Dot 85. That dude's kind of gnarly as an ADC. He was up an insane amount of CS very early. He had a really solid movement. His positioning in teamfights was good, and he was still being aggressive the whole time. So, eyes on the Caitlyn. If Caitlyn gets set behind, that's a big deal for them. And I think there's so much pressure and onus on Nautilus to fight them before 3. I think if Lux can get all 3 spells, going in is always going to spell trouble for them because Tom Kench can then go in on Caitlyn for free. So it's a little tricky, but that balancing act of maybe pushing the level too early, looking to burn some sums, and then getting dominance over the lane is going to really matter down there.
Yeah, I think all eyes for me have to be on Jay Croft, who Vigar's not the flashiest champ, but I do think there were some flashy plays they were making last game. I'm thinking of that one play kind of by their turret where they flashed over the wall to try and kill, I think it was the Orianna. I think that Yone is a lot more skill expressive, and from what chat was saying, they are a one trick, or at least this is their main. So I'm expecting Rampage to really, and we saw them kind of camp mid last game anyway. And so especially with something like Yone that has that like 1v9 potential, I'm expecting that this cast is going to be under some serious duress.
I think that being said, that's something that High Alert has to have spoken about, maybe leading up to the game, or maybe in draft once it was picked, like, hey, we thought about maybe banning this. It's on the table now. It is really strong. Poppy and Cassiopeia are 2 champions that can deal with his dashings really well, right? The miasma to keep you grounded, the W from Poppy to knock you up if you dash in with your Q. So there's a lot of things that these 2 champions can do to negate that expression of skill that Yone will have here. I'm wondering how successful they're going to be in stopping him.
Yeah, that's what it's going to come down to. We saw the team fighting prowess of the Hijinx last game. This game could be a little tougher. Mordekaiser's going to throw a real wrinkle into those plans, can pretty much just ult the strongest member of the team fight. And they're not afraid to scrap. So if they might not mind, kind of being like that sacrificial lamb, say, hey, Cass is 5-0. Well, too bad. I'm gonna bring you in here with me, and you're in trouble. Can certainly turn the tides. As I have loaded into game very quickly. Not sure if you're in the same spot, but I will hold off on giving any spoilers this time.
Okay, we just loaded in here. About 7-8 seconds in. 9, 10.
All right, I pause at 17.
All right, I'll count from 15 to 17. Ready? 15, 16, 17.
Perfect. We
Take
do
a
see
quick little run out here. Everybody
a
going to
Doran's
their
ring on the
spots.
Tom Kench. That's interesting. Kind of plays into that early pressure, and a cull coming out for Caitlyn. Also going the first strike, which I think means they're gonna go for that like lethality style build. I'm not an ADC player, but I think if you go first strike, you're looking for that like the ultimate to do a ton of damage.
Yeah.
At least that's my read.
Very calm 5-point start for the most part.
Yeah, last time the Hijinx were all stacked. They were expecting an invade. Two Town just looking to play it safe. Gonna try and
the
just
thing's not up.
give Amumu this solid leash. Two Town Gaming Cooking, says Kavino Tocino. Scud, teammate of Vader use choke down there in the bot lane. I'm expecting Amumu to try and get involved early. I think Rampage definitely wants to try and impact whether it's the Mord or the Yone. Try and get one of these solo lanes ahead.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what really gets prioed this time, because they got set behind and corrupt so heavily, as we talked about before. Is that going to happen again? Are they going to be put in that same exact position? Can Blanco get a lead up in the top lane so that Grubs are more likely to go the other way? Or they're going to be in trouble? A lot of damage coming out. Pickle Hater doing a bunch right now. Going to pick up that axe again and be able to throw it right away, but he's taking so much from the Mort as well. There's the Ghost. There's the flash away. The Q does connect, but it does not kill. Super close up there in the top lane. Going to force the back out of Blanco. Going to have to burn that early TP.
Yeah, and the flash is down. That is gonna be tough there for Blanco. Should be able to catch this wave though. Pickle not quite able to get it shoved all the way in. I do think that Two Town really needs to prio the Grubs this game, at least if I was in their spot.
Level 1 still Loki gonna look for a hook right now. Dredgeline is going to connect onto the Tom Kench, do a good amount of damage. A nice Q from Dot as well, and their return firing not enough. They chunk down Chewy, but Rampage knows that. Rampage gonna make their move down to here. J-Croft getting chewed out. Comes Rampage. Level 2 for these guys. A lot of CC. Here comes the engage. Doc could be in trouble. Doesn't get caught. Gets caught by him, though. The Q, the binding, the flash away. One more hit. And first blood over to Chewy. Can he hit the CC down onto Loki? They can't. Nice dredge line to the tower. So first blood.
For Rampage.
This time going the other way.
Yeah, and you got it onto this Tom Kench APC. Good gank there from Rampage. They are not too far down in terms of their farm. Poppy just getting one camp above them at the moment, but you're certainly going to take that for first blood. I do think that with this, we're just going to see more slapping topside. These two are just going to do this all game, I think. With the Olaf and with the Caitlyn, I really think Two Town should try to at least get 3 of the Grubs, because those two will murder the towers incredibly quickly.
Croft still trying to go aggressive. Can't zap back right now. He's going to have to step forward in order to be able to. He's realizing that now. Does go back in time to stay alive. And Cass did TP back to lane, so Mumu making their way top right now. Still no ultimate for Pickle Hater, only level 4, so any amount of CC would work. He has no summoners available, and they do grab him. They're going to pull him back as well. Can they do enough damage to finish him off? A nice shield right there from Blanco, and he's going to pick up his first kill of the game. As this time, Two Town Gaming now have 2 kills on their side.
Rampage making plays early. They didn't technically get an assist, but they made the play bot lane on the Caitlyn, and then right there getting Blanco this kill. When they reset, should kind of negate kind of that early pressure that came when they had to burn their flash, burn their TP. Certainly like what I'm seeing out of the Amumu.
I like what I'm seeing out of this whole team. They're relatively new to the LBLCS from my understanding, and they're showing up with fun comps. They're here to play the game. They don't care if they're behind. Like last game, we saw them still trying to make plays, so I like this spirit out of them a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely hard, in a competitive setting, if this is, your first time and you kind of lose game 1, in a spot where they kind of they were playing from behind, the mid to late game as actually on J-Croft in trouble.
Good flash, just so we can't get pinned against the wall.
I love that they're bouncing back. They're just kind of going again, guns blazing. They're coming out with an unconventional pick bot lane, and they're just they're putting the pedal to the metal. Rampage really piloting J-Croft.
J-Croft gonna have to go back.
Gonna have to be careful when he comes back. No ult though.
He's gonna take a lot of damage right here as Cassiopeia just chases him down, spraying that poison. Those fangs doing so much.
This Cass is looking good.
Yeah, this Cass is very scary right now. In a really healthy position, farming decently well, and keeping J-Croft off the minions. Flash forward, she wants it, she's looking for it. Can't she find one more E? She should be able to. The poison's ticking down. Will it kill him? No. J-Croft staying alive.
I love that look where Cass tried to flash just so they could put down the W and prevent the snapback.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just the slimmest of health margins, not going to come through. And we again see this, it looks like actually Rampage changed their mind, looking to come bot.
They're going right for Loki in a bad place because they are going to get hit up, and now the Dragons actually changed aggro. Look at that bandage toss. They are going to find 3 CC moves and dots out of there. Another nice bandage toss again. Rampage is on fire with this Amumu pick, but they won't be able to pick up Loki.
Now, that's a lot of damage from the Tahm Kench. They do give over the 3 grubs. So they are maybe going to look to get this dragon as an answer. Poppy looking to invade as an answer to the answer.
At level 6 now for Pickle Hater. Going to be really problematic for Blanco if he gets to drop that ult and go crazy. More items on the side of Blanco right now, and just looking at who's holding on to more gold. It's 1,100 gold that Pickle Hater still needs to spend.
Yeah, Pickle in a bit of a tough spot. Got to get boots as quick as possible into that Mord. You know, Mord is so big on the slows and the CC.
Yeah.
You got to be able to run away. Got to be able to maybe push out this wave, get a reset off, stopwatch, kind of giving him some protection.
Yep. It's a big meaty Tahm Kench down there. It'd be hard for Caitlyn to like actually catch and kill. Nice from Blanco, doing a good amount of damage to Pickle Hater right here. He's gonna heal up though. He heals a lot every auto attack.
Yeah, I don't know if they saw the Poppy reset and they knew that they were just up there recently, so I think holding off on the R was a good call there. Because, you know, of course, if you ult the Olaf, you run the risk of Poppy showing right up. So just get that wave shoved in, maybe look to get a reset off. Maybe it looks like they're going to wait one more as Pickle's going to reset. Yeah, I'm noticing, I'm learning about this mid lane matchup that all that Xiaogu cares about is popping the W on the Yone snapback. Doesn't actually care at all about trading. A little bit of interesting stuff is I don't ever play mid lane, so it's just not something. Ooh. Rampage trying to go for the steal, unsuccessful. Yeah, Celius with the good point that Olaf can R the Mordekaiser R, and then at that point if Pop is up there, you're instantly in a 2v1 in a bad spot. But now just more trading top side. Don't know if we're gonna see a kill here.
The Creator did pick up a Tiamat here, and that Q did not connect from Blanco. That puts him in a really bad spot, and the Ghost comes out, flash away from Blanco. Does he have his W to stay alive? Because the auto attack will finish him off, and does. Pickle gets on the scoreboard.
Tiamat making the difference there. Flash burn, TP is up. Rampage is here to try and catch this wave, trying to deny too much from getting over. I like this here on the Amumu, but Stopwatch is lurking hot.
We're gonna find some damage onto Loki right now. Stopwatch actually walked away as that started to happen. He took so much because of that. A lot of damage from Lord Thor. Stopwatch is lurking. Stopwatch could just come in right here. They have a really good positional advantage on them. That binding does not connect, and now Chewie gonna need to start to back up. Oh, look at the damage on a dot, though. Nice ultimate. He does force the flash, and there's the ultimate in response. Can they finish him off? Digested, and can they kill him? They do. Lux picks up the kill, but Tahm Kench killed in return.
Yeah, 1 for 1. Was in a 2v3 though, so you are allowing Amumu to farm, as gonna have to flash that one out on Lord Thor. Looks like Amumu is setting up towards these grubs, and like I said, I really like this call. You don't want to give Caitlyn 6 grubs. You don't want to give this Olaf 6 grubs. Chat once again with the pickle rigs.
Rampage, she's moving her way up here. Looking for Pickle Hater. Not going to find it on the bandage toss. Blanco's going to find some damage onto him right now, though.
Yeah, Rampage looking to maybe just help shove in the wave. Stopwatch is coming up, and Cass does have the first move, so it does make going for these grubs a little tougher.
And Yon is also here. Poppy on their way. Blanco's going to catch a little bit more damage onto Pickle Hater here. Here comes Rampage as well. The ultimate going to get dropped. He can't be disabled, but he is taking a lot of damage. A little bit more. Should be able to finish him off. There's Curse of the Sad Mummy, and Rampage picks up their first kill of the game.
I like that. Waiting until the Olaf R goes down. They do have numbers up here, though, for these grubs. High Alert is really not willing to give over any of them. So they've got the jungler, they got the support, got the mid laner as the hook.
Line not connecting onto J-Croft. It looks like Amumu is going to channel this back. No, there's a call to play for it. They want to go for this right now. At least they want to dance around it.
You have the Mordar, so you could potentially look for it.
Oh my god, this damage is nuts onto her. Can they finish her off? A single auto attack from Lux might actually be enough to do it, and it is. Lord Thor picks up their third kill of this game. This Lux pick, so pivotal on this one. Here comes J-Croft. Doesn't knock anybody up, but there's the ult, but he doesn't hit it either. Loki taking a lot of damage now, but J-Croft is stuck between a rock and a hard place yet again. Can zip back to Miasma, not underneath.
I like this though. They got 2 of the grubs, and the difference between 4 and 5 is so big. So I love the fact that Two Town really committed. They gave up the first one on that rotation, but they fought it. J-Croft, yes, the ult didn't get a kill, but it did keep the Nautilus out of the play. They're able to pick up the 2 grubs, and they can now maybe look on this dragon here, as this bot lane is really, really strong.
Sometimes that happens when you're like a good player at a champion and you feel like there's so much onus and pressure on you to make a big play so your team can do something. He just goes in, he blows everything, probably because he's feeling a little bit panicked, can't connect those dots. If he does, this game really starts to go way in the favor of Two Town Gaming. But right now, they're going to have 2 Drakes. They're going to be up in gold. They're looking pretty healthy here. Maybe they're staying too long for this, though. Low-key lurk.
As a jungler, I approve. Gotta get this total, gotta keep the CS numbers up, and the team's just there to back them up.
Rampage, kind of best player of this game for me right now that we've seen so far, is going to go mid-range. Did I curse them? A nice flash blown
Good
there
flash.
out of the cast.
Yeah, that's a big summoner burn there, though, as we might be seeing a pause there. Perfect timing. Might enter a bit of a lull state here. I don't think there's no objectives to really fight for. Rift's not for another minute. I think on the Amumu and the Poppy, you're both looking to get a little bit of farm. Looks like they're both going towards that same first item. So I'd imagine they want to get those Sunfires, whether it's the Sunfire or it's the Hollow Radiance, before they maybe look to make another play.
Giving everybody a quick view around. You can switch camera modes in the middle of a pause, which gets rid of the weird noises you hear if you're in the other camera mode. Guys, I can't move this camera. I can just drag it around like this.
Yeah, I hate that. Once again,
you don't love this? What?
No, I think maybe for like,
if we need to.
maybe for like Game 5 of Finals next, this upcoming season, like team fight Elder Dragon 45 minutes. I think you should just do this in like a full panorama.
True.
It's
oh, this is awful. You can go so high.
Yeah. Oh, that's like the worst angle I think I've ever seen.
All right, we could. So this is why I'm in this, because this is what you hear in the background the whole time. Because like Mordekaiser's sound makes sounds, but if I switch cameras, you can't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. I'm saving all of your ears. If you are just joining us, we're at pause. This happens a lot in the LBLCS. This is actually a really good time for me to go get things, right? Because I'm out of corianders. I need to have a coriander. So I'm going to go grab a coriander. I got 10 seconds I need to drink for.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, I will. We'll see if we can filibust. Maybe while Buckle is going to grab his drinks, we'll do a little bit of engagement with chat. Let's see what's been let's see what's been going on here. A lot of Pickle Ricks. Ram Cannon with the good advice. Camp Bot is a strategy you can use to win. So far, it's looking pretty good for Lord Thor. They got the 3 kills. Looks like they're building towards Leandry's first item. Got a lot of tanky, beefy boys on the Hijinx. And it looks like they're actually just going to unpause. So unfortunately, Buggleberry Finn is gone. So we're going to see... Oh, there we go. The post-pause, pause. Big moves. Love it. Every time we see it. Pretty much even gold state at this point. You know, about 500 gold. But those 2 dragons on the side of Two Town Gaming should put them, you know, in a comfortable spot here. We'll see if either team looks to fight for the rift. Just some meat slapping top. Ult's getting popped. Oh, Olaf, Pickle Hater actually taking a lot of damage here. So is Blanco Mamba. Does he have the Q? He does not. And meanwhile, Jaycroft got to get out here. That's a kill. Solo kill for Pickle Hater. Another birthday solo kill. Just what he was looking for. We do have Poppy maybe looking to invade here on the bot side. Neither team setting up for the Rift Herald here. As there is a pause on my screen. And I'm back.
Mordekaiser did go down up in the top lane. Rampage picking up their red buff right now. As Dot struggling this game against this obscure bot lane composition. But not struggling in the CS department.
Yeah, and that's part of the unfortunate trade-off right now. You have Loki moving around the map, setting up vision as they might be walking into a death trap here. You know, by trying to help the team get those grubs, get the objective prio, you are in a spot as actually Stopwatch going to get hit here.
Yeah, they're going to find Poppy in here. Can they get the CC on them? They can so far. Here comes the ultimate, but Bandage Toss does connect. A nice response and a flash away from the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Uh-oh. Now they could be trying to return some damage right here. They find some onto Lux. Be a massive fight. Dreadfly does connect this time, and everybody is all in. Jaycroft gonna drop that ultimate, even though he got stunned on the wall. She will pick up one. Can he pick up another? Because there goes Cass getting knocked out as Tom Kent picks up a double kill. Blanco gonna force these guys completely out. No dragon to pick up here, and Olaf actually should be able to grab some tower damage.
Yeah, but I love this play from Blanco Mamba. He walked down to the bot lane for this fight, has the TP to go back up, so Pickle Hater actually can't finish this tower. Huge win there for Two Town. They're walking up towards this Rift Herald. They're bringing Lord Thor. Tom Kent should be fine to just deal with the Caitlyn bot lane. Very, very much impressed with Two Town at the moment. They're actually just going to farm it up. Not quite going for the Rift Herald just yet. It's not as important. And then maybe this is a controversial take, but as a jungler, I don't love going for the Rift Herald in its current state unless I have teammates kind of helping me out go for it, you know, because it takes a lot longer to kill, and it just doesn't feel as good because you can't get it before the plates disappear. It just isn't as good. I mean, you got some grubs. If Rift Herald's there, then it's like, great, go for it. But looks like there's a lot of bodies coming up for it, which incentivizes Stopwatch to go for it.
Yeah, a lot of this gold too, you're looking at this gold lead actually, like, despite the score, is not in favor of Two Town Gaming. It's relatively even gold. Might change right here if they do take this bot lane tower, but most of it, as I was going to say, just looking at the spread as to who's in the lead. Their bot lane's in the lead, and their bot lane was nowhere near that fight, so they weren't going to be able to contest realistically.
They gotta get this tower though, so again, gold staying pretty much even here. They got the Rift Herald. Drag is in a minute, and last game where I felt like Two Town needed to contest because it was at 2. I feel like Tyler needs to contest the third one. Rampage can try and clear this wave.
They have double ultimates. They could look for a big wombo. They're just going to use to clear the wave pretty safe right there. Jaycroft maybe goes in too deep. Looking to finish off the tower. Can't.
Yeah, gonna be a good spot here for High Alert if they look to reset, spend that gold, and then go out towards that dragon. They're gonna have the ult advantage without the Amumu ult. They should be able to, you know, get some picks here. You got the Nautilus hook, you got the Cass, the ground. The Yone could be a susceptible target. We'll see if Mordekaiser, what they look to do, as looks like both top laners. Well, Pickle's walking back out towards the top lane. No TP on the Mordekaiser, so they'll have to make their call of either going to this dragon or keeping Olaf top.
Yeah, a lot of pings coming out right now from these guys, trying to ping where they are. This is a big fight here, because if they can get a triple dragon on the side of Town Gaming, that's a lot of momentum going the right way for them. Looking for a fight in the mid lane. Bandage toss doesn't connect. Stopwatch now going to rotate over. Shoving this in. Cash shoving in bottom, though, for lurking in this area. They do find a Q. Can they find a bandage toss? Stretch line. Not going to connect. This is very dangerous. This is a dance. This is very dangerous for these guys.
Yeah, it's a high risk maneuver from both these teams. I like Town. They're shoving out mid. They're getting some poke before this dragon fight. You know, because they kind of have to buy the time, because they don't have the Amumu ult just yet. It's at like 90% of the way there.
Olaf taking towers, though. Good catch. Ultimate won't finish it off. Blanco having to respond. Nice flash. Here we go. Ultimate getting dropped from Poppy. Are they going to knock him away? Or are they going to hold on to it?
Yeah, that's right. It'll reset in about 10 seconds, but that is sole point now for Town Gaming. Pickle is here. Pickle's looking to wreck some havoc.
Yeah, you're dropping the ultimate right now, going absolutely crazy on them, and they're going to find that ult, but it's not going to connect with the right person. They do finish up Lux in the end. Jaycroft has to zap back out of that fight. Chewy's very tanky, can hang on for a little bit longer. Does decide to use the shield, and he will get finished. No, he won't get finished off. Rampage having to drop Curse to the Sad Mummy, now running away, will get finished off by the Cassiopeia. Uh-oh. Could be in trouble right there. It's now high alert. You're going to shove it down their necks.
Should get this tower. Don't know if there'll be too much more after the fact, but that is the trade-off you make. You get to that soul point, you give over a couple kills, some gold, as ooh, Mamba in some trouble.
Yeah, it's triple knockup right there, though, from Jaycroft. Gets the Ignite dropped onto them. This game is bizarre, because last game, I think both teams knew who had the most gold. This game, it's pretty hard to tell. You're only 1K difference in the game right now. You can't really tell. 3 dragons on one side might make you feel a different way. Game's actually pretty close. Can they finish off Pickle Hater? Maybe going a little too close from Lord Thor, but they do finish him off. Loki now could be in trouble as Chewy trying to chase him down. Chewy, he wants to get a bite out of him. There's Baron sneaking underneath as they go all in on the Tom Kench. Can they find some more? No Curse to the Sad Mummy, but is able to lower some MR stats out of these guys. Here comes Lord Thor. It's like Chewy's gonna be the first one to go down. Can they finish off Loki? A flash over the wall keeps the Nautilus safe with the E-zap back from Jaycroft. Is going to get the kill right there. Bandage Toss going to connect on the right one. Can't find the damage onto Dot, though, as all of a sudden Lux is in a heap of trouble. They get taken down. Can Rampage help out? Jaycroft still looking for a kill onto the cast. Is gonna pick that one up.
The fighting not stopping. That is 2 kills over to this Yone. Maybe fishing for some more. The bandage toss and the Sad Mummy not quite up yet. Don't know if we're gonna have much more of a follow-up. Meanwhile, this Mordekaiser is he's slowly working on this tower.
Yeah, trying to get some more gold in everybody's pocket, but Pickle Hater moving on up.
Should be able to just walk this one out. Nope, they're just gonna
Right
start clubbing
inside of all
each other.
those minions, a good shield for him right there. He does have that Rylai's a little bit slow.
Yeah, I really like that both those kills went over to Yone. Now sitting on a shutdown, they were also able, I think it was the Lord picked up that shutdown on the Olaf, or no, it was actually the Lux. So you're kind of your big damage dealers in a good spot. They're maybe looking to catch Pickle out here.
He's walking a little bit up, but Lord Thor, we know, burned his flash earlier. The ultimate on Pickle Hater would mean he could just dive bomb him, so I think it would be a little dangerous to show yourselves there.
Yeah, maybe some vision being set up by the Hijinx, trying to establish this Baron. Drag is up in 2 minutes as Chewy
does get caught up right there. Is he gonna be able to? Yeah, he's able to jump to safety.
Knows limits.
Did indeed. I really like this pickup. It's very interesting. I like the uniqueness of their composition.
Another friend.
Finger Wag, thank you for being the newest follower. The LBLCS.
Drag In a minute 30, Lord Thor gotta be careful. Gotta preemptively pop the heal. I like
move
that.
Speed, I agree with it totally. Is going to get caught by this Olaf, though, walking into trouble in your own jungle, getting taken out and killed. Rampage taking so much damage right now, actually getting completely chased down, going to get the ult from Chewy. Drops to safety. They know how important these objectives are going to be. Yon split pushing right now. They can stop these backs. Not letting anybody reply. He could get pretty deep there. Baron going to get started up by all 5 members. Mordekaiser could always come in and pull somebody out, too.
Mumu's in base though, had to heal from that previous fight. Looks like just waiting for a wave to come in. I mean, they're gonna have to trade, get this tower bot, give over the Baron, probably have to give over this dragon, which I think they're okay with.
Chewy taking mid lane. Chewy should be able to get mid lane. Will he be able to get out of this though? It could be chaos. He's have a good jump to safety here. Stopwatch on the other side, kind of waiting for him. He might just be running down for the blast cone. Looks like he is. But he's not going to take it. He kind of fakes them out with it a little bit. Now he's joining J-Croft, and they kind of have advantage over Pickle for a couple of seconds, but here comes the rest of the team. Looks like it's going to be a 4v2. Can Lord Thor get third time? Massive open from the Yon. The follow-up from the Lux is not going to be enough as Chewy still running for his life away from these guys. A good slow from Lord Thor. Dot trying to finish off Chewy. Rampage can't go in. Does have the smite. Has to be a steal look here.
Yeah, I think the risk is worth the reward. They already have the Baron, so you're not at risk of, giving over a Baron.
A couple of backs,
and
actually. Here's a TP in response, but Olaf can't join. It will still be a 4v4 as Blanco's going all the way in. There's a big kill. Already one down. They catch the ADC in the backline. 2 Curse, but Sad Moni finds another, and Two-Town Gaming are ravaging through high alert here. Gonna be able to finish off Chewy picking up another kill, and this will be Soul Point.
That's gonna be the soul. That is the team fighting from Two-Town Gaming in this game is crazy. And Mumu with the massive multi-man mummy there. They didn't care that they're down the Baron. They walk in. Mumu, small in stature but big in performance this game. They get the soul, deny a lot of those Barons. I mean, Olaf still has it, and that's certainly still a side lane pressure. But things are looking really good here.
Things are looking great for the side of Two-Town Gaming. And I think one of the big things that we should discuss is newer to the league, but I think was able to pick up comfort. Stuff they like to do, stuff that they like to play. When you're in economy, it's not always about who's drafted the better team. It's sometimes a lot more about who's drafted what they know. Who's drafted the most comfy picks for themselves and for their own team. And I think they've drafted comfort. They know how to team fight with every single champion they've picked.
Absolutely. I mean, the Yone, we heard it was a signature pick. I mean, clearly Tahm Kench Lux is something these guys have practiced. Not really something you pull out of thin air. As good play there, but the Olaf aren't going to get him out.
Yeah, he's going to get slowed as soon as it's over, though. They're trying to trade some damage. Looks like he should get picked up in this fight here. Can't really do anything about it. Gas thought about helping out, but has retreated.
Yeah, probably some pressure here on this top lane, trying to get that tier 1 turret. There's a lot of standing gold for Two-Town to look for here. Is Hylert trying to just pressure mid. You got the Baron, but
nice bandage shots right there. Castle, but out of place, has to burn that flash. Curse the Sad Mummy is up, and he's choosing to hold it. And Night Dolphin's gonna stun for 2 of them, but he gets dragged back into danger. He gets chewed up and taken out. Shut down gold for the Yon.
Yeah, I feel like I just keep talking about Rampage. I am really just impressed. I mean, I feel like they played fine on the Sejuani, but this Amumu, just the double bandage tosses.
Nice Q right there from Lord Thor. Open's gonna follow it up, but not connect. Good poke, too.
Yeah, probably glad that
nice.
Didn't hit
bandage shots can come out right there, and it's done. Big hit. Curse the Sad Mummy finds 2, and there goes Yon going all the way in, and they're gonna look to push this to a game 3 because they are rampaging through these guys.
Yeah, that's going to be this mid tower going down. Top lane's being pushed out by the Tahm Kench. This gold lead starting to balloon here. Should go up about another 1,000 with these 2 turrets. Might not be done.
I think they can still hold on here, and they definitely can look for some more stuff, but diving underneath against this Olaf. He's getting a lot out, almost able to finish off that Yon. Good miasma there from the cast. Is actually going to be able to pick up the Mordekaiser. Can she hold on to the base? I think she actually can. They're pretty low on mana. They can't do a lot here. Tahm Kench up in the top lane, taking away with that tower. He's gonna have to lead too.
Yeah, might not be able to get it. Gonna have to walk off. These are super low turrets though, so they can look to come back for these at a later time.
This is really big for High Alert. They did not lose any inhib tower. They didn't lose any inhib. So they actually are super safe to contest objectives outside of their base for the next round, which is Baron in 1:30 and Elder in 2:45. Like, this is really important.
Yeah, I mean, Elder is just one of those objectives where it doesn't matter if you're down, 10,000 gold, which High Alert aren't even close to that.
Right.
But just if you get the Elder, if you get that from stopwatch, or maybe it's a Kaelin Q, whatever it is, that all of a sudden changes the entire fight, and you've got the burst from this cast, from this Olaf, to potentially swing the game, get a Baron maybe after the fact, and look to swing the whole game around. It looks like High Alert trying to, again, set up that vision before Baron, which is up in a minute. They're going to try and contest this objective, it looks like.
A couple of pings coming out. This is when it gets really dangerous, too, because either team can kill you pretty quickly if you are alone trying to clear wards. So, gotta be smart about where you're going. The Tom Kench build is popping off. Up the top lane, they're both popping off on each other right now. A lot of damage. Blanco could be in a huge amount of trouble. Good shield right there, but looks like this is going the way of Olaf. Only 4 on the map now. Boys in the lead.
And that's a huge pick before Baron. That's up in 20 seconds. I think High Alert, this is kind of like their window. You have a numbers advantage. No Mordekaiser are. I think this is where they should look to maybe try and just force out this Baron. There's no inhibs down. Looks like they're starting to meander their way over.
Yeah, and instead, in response, they're pinging to basically push down bot lane. Like, they definitely have prio for Baron. We shouldn't try to do the 4v5 fight, but we can actually just look bot lane, push the waves, and set up for this Elder, which we know is super important in a minute.
Yeah, but now High Alert, I mean, it's only 7 seconds left in the Mord. They're probably going to hold off and just look to fight this Elder. I think that at this point, that's the right call. You got to Elder over Baron every time. So Olaf getting pretty strong, up to 3 items and some change. Cass on 3 items. And we'll see kind of where these battle lines get drawn, because both teams kind of feigning towards that bot lane. We'll see if they stick with it.
They don't have a lot of vision around that Baron. Lux did just drop that ultimate to check if they were on the Baron. They're not. Teleport now coming in as Cass shows up in time to help the team. Is this Elder spawning in 20 seconds? Need to clear out this pit, but they don't have any sweepers up yet.
I think big thing to look here, Blanco Mamba could look to just ult stopwatch out of the play. Gotta be really careful of this Mordekaiser. Tom Kench face checking the Olaf, but he's kind of winning. This fight.
He's a very meaty boy. Ignite getting dropped onto him as well. There's a bandage toss to go in, but might be a little bit too far as Rampage. Nice knock up here though. Gonna find 2 of them. Gonna have to get ulted out. Good use from the stopwatch. A lot of damage coming out now. It's in front of this fight. You've got the north, you've got the south. Up north, a lot of people are going down for the blue side. It looks like Cass is going to be inside of that realm, getting absolutely chunked and taken down by the Mordekaiser. Can she finish him off? She cannot. She goes down. North stays alive in the back. Huge curse, but Sad Mummy. And this is going for the 2-town gaming. They're going to take down 4. Here comes Tom Kench. They're looking for another, but Elder Drake should go their way.
That's what a crazy fight. The 2 sides just completely drawn battle lines. They get the Elder without dropping a soul. Looks like they're TP in mid. Maybe they're gonna try and get an inhib before looking for Baron. You certainly want to fight with this Elder buff, but what a massive team fight there for 2-town.
Yeah, really important that they won the fight and then went all the way in, and they had those extra buffs from taking every dragon prior. So here's how important it was last game to get those grubs. This game, it's the dragons that are king. Could be in trouble. Dot is behind. Still does damage, but this is so much with that Elder. And it's gonna be Baron too.
Elder, Baron, you're probably looking at just one big clump, maybe in the mid lane or top. You already have, well, you don't have really access to the bot lane. And you want to try and use the Elder. I mean, it's going to be kind of short on the timer at this point, but man, I'm just really impressed with kind of the bounce back from game 1.
I agree. They've kind of settled in. Game 1 maybe a little bit stressful. Game 2, they're settling in a lot better. Shutting down that Cade they knew was a huge issue. We talked about they needed to get that Caitlyn ahead in the first 2 levels, and she really wasn't going to be able to do much in that lane, and that's exactly what's happened. Hard for her to roam around, hard for her to get into these fights. Cass not getting the peel she needs. She's really the person that could carry this game for them here, but also Poppy having a harder time actually accessing that peel. The poke from Lord Thor has been so clean. Mordekaiser has been getting deep and ulting her out, so she has no one to protect her.
I'm just noticing that the Tahm Kench has a Rift Maker.
That's what I was saying. Tahm Kench builds Wildin'. It's
Yeah,
Wildin'.
That's, oh man, I love that. I love that. I love all the anti-heal out from the side of 2-Town as well. You got the Olaf, you got the Cass.
Yep.
Getting these inhibs, they've got the 2 inhibs. I think Elder is close to expiring.
It
can't
is
be
close.
long.
Hopefully they get a little more poke off just to deter them. The Baron waves are pushing in. Blanco Mamba taking some damage here, but a lot of damage on the turrets. Actually able to find out. One more auto might be able to do it. Can't finish him off. Here comes the rest of the fight. Everybody is all in here. Massive ultimate right there. He's able to find 1, find 2. This Elder is doing work. Lux with a massive ultimate finds the 3rd, and it looks like we're going to be going to a game 3 because 2-Town Gaming take game 2.
2-Town Gaming, Chewy saving the Cass's stats there, decided to eat him rather than kill him. Game 3 going into, and I gotta feel like, I mean, League is such a momentum-based game. I mean, you gotta think that right now, 2-Town feeling pretty good about their situation.
Definitely feeling really good. Just taking a quick glance at those damage charts before we drop into the lobby for game 3, and Cass and Mord neck and neck right there, but Mord just out battling how much damage they do, probably because he got to whack wet noodle on Olaf all day. Really big showing from that Lux too. I think if you were to say there's an MVP from game 2, it's either got to be Rampage on that Amumu or Lord Thor on that Lux. They both had superb games.
Yeah, I think that Rampage was massive there. I mean, just even from the get-go, the gank, they cleared their 3 camps, immediately circled bot, and helped set up that early pressure on the Caitlyn. I believe they killed the Caitlyn in that play, and just really kind of set them behind from the get-go.
Yeah.
Didn't allow the chance to snowball, because we saw what Dot could do from a good spot in game number 1. We are in lobby,
Another
and it looks like
friend.
we are again switching sides. So High Alert going back to blue, which does have 100% win rate this series. I do believe blue side has won both times.
Thank you for the follow, Tito. Blue side has won every single game, and we're going into game 3. And if the trend continues, we'll go the way of High Alert. But I'll switch up everything in just a second here. Let's make sure we get a payout for everybody who bet schmeckles on that last game, especially for those that put their schmeckles back in the right horse there. Nice work.
Yeah, I actually didn't get a chance to bet that last game. I might have to go big game 3 here. Celebrate the 6th day of streaming in a row. Might be a record.
I think we've hit a week. I think we've hit a week before. So we're going to have to outdo it. We're going to have to go crazy. 6:36 p.m. and we're heading into game 3 very shortly. Making the draft link. So while they're making the draft link, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do for you, Les Force. You ready? You paying attention? You listening?
Yep.
Here's the
Loud
problem.
and clear.
I only got 1 drink when I got up earlier, which was stupid. Because for whatever reason, I was like, there's no way they're going to make me tango more.
Yeah, what a bad call.
I finished that whole drink. So I'm going to need to get another ice-cold coriander beer out of my fridge. Official sponsor of the LBLCS. And I'm going to have to pound that one back during this next game. I'm going to need you to do a quick little breakdown of the pro draft that's about to happen.
Yeah, can I maybe suggest grabbing more than 1, just in case? We got Sammy 2 Slap Lurk, and we got Kato.
Yeah, you're right. I should grab more than
Might
1.
be a good call for just like 2. But yes, I will lead us through pro draft. We're going to see some spicy picks. I'm sure there are things that have been saved for potential game 3. You know, you don't want to show all your cards in game 1. Let me just go ahead and say, nope, you've already beat me to it.
I'm going to say this before I go and grab my multiple beers. I think Lux is really pivotal for both teams, so I'm wondering if it gets banned again. I think that they need to make sure they have interesting bot lane again. I think Lord Thor on that Lux was massive, but I think Chewy on that Tahm Kench was also huge. And I think Amumu should get taken away from Rampage. I think that is, if you're going to take a ban from last game and put it into this game, I think that's what it's got to be. Yeah, Vader, hang on. Let me go get my beer. Hang on. All right, I'm coming.
Yeah, I got one too, and so we'll cash them both when you get back. Sammy, I'm absolutely parking the bus on you. I believe, Sammy, you're playing in about an hour, right? We got Nefarious Gaming Omens with their season debut. Stole away one of the core members of Team Volatility last season in a Woofy. We do wish him the best in his future endeavors. We see the Lux ban and the Tahm Kench ban, and it's gonna be a first pick misfortune. Old reliable, an economy staple. You got the big, massive ultimate, but you gotta set them up. You gotta pick a support or a jungler that can really enable the misfortune. Kaisa gonna be the 80 carry pickup. Oh man, I see the problem him is that sometimes we don't even know when you're lurking. And so just pronouns are not safe in these parts. We do see the Amumu, which I really like from Rampage. I thought he was super good on that game number 2. Maokai and Vi, lots of CC, lots of frontline. This is what you want for the Hijinx to go with that misfortune. And the Maokai can still go top. I do know Pickle Hater plays the top, and we just see the Yone run back. So we're gonna see a lot of things we saw last game on the side of Two Town Gaming. Yeah. Anyway, Malphite gonna be taken away. I think if I'm the Hijinx, I do want to see some more damage kind of come out because you already have kind of 2 beef bosses. You know, the Maokai, the Vi. You don't want to index too hard into triple tank because then you run the risk of, you're putting all your eggs into the basket of .85.
How many tangos do I
have? We both have 1.
All right, here we go.
We were both cashed in on by Vader use choke. I'll let you grab your 10, then I'll do my 10. Mordekai's are getting banned away. A lot of respect being shown to Blanco Mamba. Both the champs. We're going to see something new. Darius and Mordekai's are both banned away. And on red pick, I would imagine we see support. I think you save counter pick for your top laner.
Oh, I love Ziggs.
Maybe not.
I love Ziggs pickup here. Cass actually had a great showing last game. I'm in total support of that happening. Make sure to compliment each other and to really compliment youngster Joey. First, I'm going to compliment Les Force. Taller than me, cooler than me, more handsome than me, but not confirmed, likely stronger than me. However, not more. Wait, no. Damn it. You probably are more sober than me. Fuck, you're a lot more things more than me.
Yeah, I don't know how many drinks you've had. I'm on number 3. After doing that, that It Takes Two. I haven't been cashed in on as much, which is certainly nice to see. Let's see. Last pick here. I'll hold off. I want to see because I don't know where something like maybe it's the Yone top or it's Ziggs top or Ziggs support.
So as I was saying, I think they need to keep it fresh with these picks. I like the Ziggs pickup too because it also confuses the other team a little bit. It gives you really good advantage. There could be some flexes going on. Cho'Gath, a big mama. Big mom of a champion. Also great into Kled. You get him off the mount. Mm-hmm. He is in edible territory.
Absolutely. And in true Cash or Curse fashion, I have immediately been cashed in for 20 seconds. So I will be back. Thank you to him, the guy, and Vader use choke.
Yeah, dive on in. Maybe you'll catch up to me a little bit. As I am Trace in and quiero más, to be honest. Arwen, you are. Looks like we're jumping into this game. I'm going to say a lot of this game rides on a couple of things, and it is the safety of... Actually, this game's really explosive. I'm looking at the side of higher Hijinx, and the misfortune with the Maokai ult combination is gnarly. Vi's ability to single target anybody that becomes a problem is really strong. At the same time, we know how explosive this Amumu gameplay can be. The bandage tosses are on point. Really good curse to the side. Mummy's coming out from the last game. So a lot of eyes on Rampage this game to see how they play on this Amumu, and a lot of eyes on the bot lane duo coming in for the side of High Alert Hijinx. I think these are the things that will make or break this game. We're gonna see a pretty even mid game out of the mid laners rather, just because. We already saw this matchup. This isn't a new matchup. This is Cassiopeia versus Yone. We saw this already. We know how it goes. I'm going to open up betting for everybody who's playing with their schmeckles, and we're going to get this one going. I'm interested to what chat thinks. We have seen the Kled already in this series, and they did win when they had it. Maybe that is a good predictor to go off of. However, the other team also has had a Amumu already and Yone in the series, and they won when they had it. So this is a true rubber match.
Yeah, this is a grudge match. I don't want to forget the caster compliment that was cashed in by Youngster Joey. Was asked by me specifically. Of course, Youngster Joey has been around Team Volatility since the start. And formerly teammates for many seasons. I was support, he was jungle. We've since gone our separate ways, but we're still in financial. We're both vying in the jungle, and I am hoping that I don't have to play against him in finals or playoffs, because he plays an insane style jungle. I like to play a much more controlled style, and I think I would just prefer to stay away from the absolute craziness that Youngster Joey can provide on the Rift. And did I just get cashed in for another 10? Oh.
You might lap me here. You might lap me. I will say I'm dangerously low on beer. Oh, I want chat to know that. So if I happen to get several more and I go through these last, I have one open and I have one on the side. And if I go through these last two, I will have to go and make a mix drink.
That sounds like a good time.
That will create a whole array of emotions and me leaving. We are gonna have I'll DoorDash a 6-pack. I'm in Zelius. Here's my address.
Yeah. Oh, but it's like dealer's choice. He could just give you like something absolutely awful.
Yeah, it gives me a non-alcoholic Heineken. Just like really rude stuff. No, I think Zelius would actually treat me. I think he would pamper me. I know Zelius pretty well, and he would want me to.
Zelius has the big bucks. He can certainly certainly splurge.
Bucko, let's get those drinks out of the way. What the fuck? Okay, just for that. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna jump right onto commercials, and you can go fuck yourself, Vader.
Honk the honk.
I think we have to jump to commercials.
A 6-pack of beer is just a 6-pack of beer. But a 6-pack of coriander? Now that's something to celebrate. Carefully crafted with one main ingredient and one signature flavor, coriander transcends hops and malted barley. And with our new easy-to-open bottles, you'll be able to slug down a 6er faster than you could ever want to. So grab a friend and raise a glass to craftsmanship, because a coriander shouldn't be enjoyed alone. It's the only beverage of true refreshment. Coriander beer. It takes two to tango.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. A groundbreaking day in LBLCS legal history.
People would die without schmeckles. People can't live their lives. They can't get food. They can't get corianders. How would you expect to live without a schmeckle?
Schmecklegate. You saw it because you were there. The people were there. Mighty Fool sent money to a place it didn't need to go.
What people don't realize is just exactly how involved Dingus was in all of this.
The Mighty Fool played his hand, and I was one who benefited.
You thought you could get away with this?
I'm tired of pretending he's innocent.
And we're back. I hope you guys did put your Schmeckles down, despite the concept of maybe Schmeckle Gate existing. I know that seems crazy that could have ever happened in LBLCS history, but it is true. We want more ads. Well, there is one more ad I didn't play, but we are going to get into game in about 30-ish seconds, a little bit longer. So get ready for a banger game instead.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone ask for more ads, right? It's
Another
typically,
friend.
people complaining, saying that there's too many, these ad blocker users. But gotta say, Schmeckles, or the Schmecklegate advertisement is one of my top 3 ads of all time.
A great ad.
Loading in here, anything interesting in terms of keystones? Nothing too crazy popping off. I do see that Kled is rocking Conquer this time, whereas against the Darius they were rocking the it was the TTA, I believe. And I am in.
Hang on, I'm getting DM'd about my score. I gotta switch this.
I see. I will we will figure out the time. Yes,
I'm at
they're
22,
relentless.
23, 24.
Oh, I will pause at 30.
28, 29, 30. Go for it. Gotta do some zooming out too, though, here.
This time, the Hijinx gonna walk in, get that ward on the Raptors, so they're gonna know at least which side Amumu likely started on. Blanco Mamba just manning this spot. We saw this last time on the Darius. This time not on as can't be quite as aggressive on the Cho'Gath, but they're still looking to maintain this priority. Looks like J Croft just looking as well. Caster Cam is 6, says Makes. Just had a pretty good performance last night on their commercial matchup.
Make me feel good since you played ads. That's what the ads were for, to make you feel good. You're welcome. How about G? Thanks, guys.
Vader, how many channel points have you spent in the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, you got way too many.
At least like 10,000.
Also, who'd you? Oh, he bet on Two-Town Gaming to take this.
Oh, I also bet on Two-Town Gaming, so I'm hoping Vader's able to make up these Schmeckles that they've been using.
I think that a low-key really important pick here is actually the switch up here of Stopwatch on the Vi. That gives him a lot more priority to just go ham Belansky on some dudes, and I want to watch.
Yeah, I will say Vi is one of those picks as we see just more trading top lane. Vi, not the most fun from behind, because you're kind of just on a one-way trip every time, and I've been there recently.
Okay, they're gonna actually meet. We're gonna have a 6-way party down here in the bot lane. Top lane. We still apparently Director Cam wants to watch that, but now Rampage is in a little bit too deep. They have gone past some people. Both junglers only level 2, but it is actually a flash coming out from the Amumu to stay alive for a little bit longer. Chewy's in so deep. Chewy needs to get out of there. Chewy does have to burn the flash. Knight is down on them as well, but Loki, you can't walk back in the lane like that, bud. Pickle up the top lane.
It's gonna be hard because Lord Thor's gonna have this poke on the Ziggs, and so Loki kind of can't reset. Ooh, good bump in there. This poke is gonna be so unfun to play against for the Hijinx.
Yeah, and keeping that bot lane suppressed is super important because they have the ultimate combo. That is really going to win these team fights for high alert. Blanco getting totally hit up. A nice dodge from Pickle Hater. Does get dismounted, though.
Yeah, the non-stop fighting. We see Vi heading back towards the bot side camps, trying to work their way up, while Mumu actually is heading straight out top, maybe looking to get that top scuttle. A little bit of a mind games here from these junglers. Kind of funny that they both decided to 2-camp into bot. Don't know if I've seen that one, at least anytime recently. Great point here from Vader Yushoku. We might have to hold off until after this gank from Rampage to finish that thought.
Yeah, because a lot of damage coming out onto him right now. Can he get the remount, though? He is going to get the remount in time. Now, can he finish off Blanco? Looks like he is going to pick up first blood. Rampage needs to finish it off right now. A nice bandage shot is going to connect. Can he create some distance? That's a nice cube, but I don't think it'll matter. Another auto attack from Rampage means it is traded off. And yes, it is a battle of the brothers down in the bot lane with Loki versus Thor, as the Hunk has pointed out.
Took us 3 games to get there, though.
To be fair, me and you have been drinking the entire time, mostly
And
the Hunk's
mostly
fault.
Vader's fault.
Yeah.
Mostly the Hunk's fault.
And Zelius. Zelius made me finish my whole drink.
Yeah. Oh, that is a good point. Zelius is a known mischievous individual. Did in fact tank 3 solo duo games of mine and is yet to repay me. So I am on the prowl, Zelius.
Nice move, Zelius.
No, well,
Yeah, sure. Everyone else thinks it's a nice move. You might not, but... Tell you what, the 5 people you were playing against loved it.
this is true. This is true. Poke out. Yeah, I imagine the way that this lane goes in my mind is that Ziggs just kind of throws the bombs, weakens up the Maokai to where they can't really look for any type of engage. Blanco Mamba might be in some trouble here. Should be on vision, though.
Yeah, he's going to get pulled back and CC'd for a little bit, though. Pickle Hitter's really close. He's going to get knocked up. Here comes Vaya back in the mid lane, though. Jaycroft trying to do enough damage to take out this cast. Can't do it. Blanco, good dodge of the Q right there, but is going to get hit by Cleanse. Should get pulled back and finish off. Stopwatch picking up their first kill of the game.
Yeah, third game in a row here where we're going to see 2-Town go for the first dragon and High Alert getting those first 3 grubs. Awfully consistent patterns here as you can more poke coming out from Lord Thor. It's going to take a Mumu a while, though.
Yeah, Rampage is doing it. Should know that Vi is top and no one's going to come bother them right now, but you never know where people are. Cass is not on the map right now, so no way to account for her whereabouts. Always getting dropped pretty low by that dragon. Just has so much free time. Nobody's in there with him.
It's the life of a jungler. Your laners, you gotta keep shoving in the waves. The objectives are yours to acquire. Ooh, good shoving here from Pickle Hater, who's really doing well up here on the top side. Got that triple longsword action, but actually this trade not looking too bad there for Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco actually down in CS right now. Oh, this is a lot of damage coming out from Chewy. Can they finish him off? They can't. Stocko's slightly more aggressive, and Chewy goes in. He's going to take a lot of damage from everything, minions included, as Thor is out of mana, but Loki's almost out of health.
A real problem down here. I think bot side's probably going to look to get an early reset off, try and go spend some gold, come back and pressure even harder. Mumu is down here, so could look to... I feel like they're probably looking to get their 6. We saw how impactful Rampage was with the Curse of the Sad Mummy. So they probably want to look together here in the next minute or so. Not a ton of camps up, though.
I will say, we saw 2-Town Gaming in Game 2 generate really good leads by fighting with groups of 2, and then they brought it into the team fights. So they need to replicate that same exact formula. I think they're really strong at team fighting with champions. They like it. Here we go. 1v1 in the mid lane. A lot of damage. Really good miasma. J-Crap. He's going to get out. I think Cass could have done more.
Yeah, Cass could have fought a little bit, and there is this window here where no ult on the Cass, no ghost. Young could look for a fight.
Dropping super low. Could he get into alt range? One more auto attack, and he will be. There it is. Blanco stacking and picking up a really big kill at a crucial time. He's going to crash a wave.
Going to crash the wave. Might have Demolish. Might look to get a plate. I really like Cho'Gath. A little bit unfun there, though, of course. Ooh, this miasma is so
much damage. Flash forward. Nice flash from Jaycroft.
Good reactions. Still has the R, could look to come back, maybe make a play with the Amumu, who is, I think, getting 6 off of this scuttle. Could look top, could look mid, as Cass is pretty vulnerable without the flash.
Dot has that ultimate. Loki, not quite yet. That's the only one level 6 down there. Could look for some type of play if they do catch somebody. You have the damage to delete them.
Yeah, early null magic mantle there from Loki. They felt those first 5 minutes and decided they were tired of getting pelted by these Ziggs Qs. So Heista should be able to do some decent damage to the Maokai. A good saplings there though, just to scout out where the vision is.
A lot of damage coming out.
It looks like they're just gonna maybe just play it back. We don't quite know where Amumu is for the High Alert Hijinx, so they're playing respectful. And Grub's coming up here in, I think, a minute, so curious to see what the play is here.
Yeah, actually, Rampage in a really good position. Dot does have some, drops the heal, is going to walk through the has to burn the flash as well. Everybody is all the way up. Honor, though, massive curse to the Sad Money, and a huge bandage toss in return. Loki drops super low, one more auto attack, might finish him off. It's from Ziggs, a double kill for Thor right there. Is a massive play as Blanco and Pickle Hater are in the midst of a big battle themselves. The wet noodles slapping each other, and Cho is going to chase him down. He does have a flash, though. He will get out in time.
Huge there. Lord Thor with the flash, I believe it was the flash W to keep Caitlyn or Misfortune away. Couldn't quite flash all the way back. Curse the Sad Mummy, perfectly timed where the Zigzar was going to land. Again, we saw this game too. Major impact. 3 kills plus assists 10 minutes. They're coming up towards this Grubs where Vi gonna have to flash over the wall. Direct to cam not one to show us. But that's a summoner down.
To answer the question in chat, it's up to plat, but yeah, mostly a gold average for players for this game in this league. Grubs going the way. We talked about who normally gets the grubs. This time it's going to be pretty even, 3-3 here in the grub department, and a dragon so far. Leaning towards the side of Two-Town Gaming, who have a small gold advantage, about 500 gold. They're doing pretty well.
I like this from Loki. Again, on this Maokai, we saw how good they were game number 1, getting these saplings down, setting up the vision, putting yourself in spot for these good Maokai Rs. Pickle has come down. Looks like they're going to try and fight the second dragon. No TP, so Cho'Gath could look to get some major damage on top side. A lot of time being invested from Pickle Hater.
Yeah, just sitting and waiting as Cho'Gath is now ahead of him in farm. But they really want this dragon, so he doesn't think it's a waste. He's staying here to make sure they win this dragon. If there is a team fight, they'll win that team fight. Rampage can't even go over the wall, getting completely chased out by the Kled.
Kled might have bit off more than they can chew, though.
Yeah, gonna re-engage right there, and a lot of damage going off onto them, but here's the ultimate combo. The ultimate only hitting a couple of them right now. 3 of them are dropped super low. That's 1 picked up, 2 picked up. And all of a sudden, Two-Town Gaming are in a big pile, big mess here. Nice knockback. That's going to be the 3rd one. Can they find a 4th? Thor might be able to get out. Cho'Gath going to collect some plates, but the gold lead now going the way of High Alert.
Yeah, that play went really well for High Alert. Pickle actually just performing a huge bait and switch there. Lured in the Amumu, lured in the Yone. The reinforcements were behind. And in a 4v5, they pick up 3 kills. They pick up the dragon. But that is a lot of plate money over to Cho'Gath. And I do worry about the ability to kill this Cho'Gath. You know, Kled, Misfortune. Cho probably building some heavy armor items, and that might be a big task for Cassiopeia to try and take him out.
Yeah, Blanco taking some damage as Pickle Hater just chases him out of the lane. That move speed from those little buffs.
One of the best additions to the new map. Just these, I still call them chimes, even though that's not their name. Just another mini game. Seeing a number, a stat get bigger. I'm a big fan of running around collecting those, only to be topped by the fist bump. That is probably the single best.
Baller,
yeah.
That is on a redemption path this game, and Thor is on a path to try to survive and get out of here, but taking a lot of damage, getting locked up and deleted by his brother Loki.
Just trying to clear out some vision, but not on the the Nautilus they were on game 1. Certainly a squishier target, and unfortunately, let's kill over the Maokai. You'll take Maokai. Certainly, you prefer to have the gold on them, like the Misfortune or the Cast that was coming over. But we do have Rift coming up in about 30 seconds. I feel like the momentum's kind of with the Hijinx at the moment. Could look to fight it.
Yeah, they got some shutdown gold on team members, though, so if it does go the other way, there's going to be a massive swing in gold if that does happen. But Cho'Gath pretty beefy, up in gold right now. Cass also really, really strong, up a lot of CS in the mid lane. That's something to pay attention to.
Yeah, Xiaogu's been like consistently really strong. It's actually the ult gonna force the flash away from the Ziggs. Yeah, whether it's the Cass or it was the Ori game 1, they have just been super strong, I feel like, this entire series.
Yeah, they've had a really strong showing. I think they're somebody that everybody needs to watch out for in Economy Group A. Definitely a dominator of the mid lane. Likes mid-game casting champions that scale well. Has really big ultimates. Blanco should be able to take the top tower right here. Waiting for his stack. He does grab it, and he is getting big.
Yep, I mean, you're getting stacks. I'm going to do a quick stack check to see where we're at on Cho'Gath. We're at 4, and he still has 3 of the minion chomps to go. So
just
certainly
immediately, and it's getting pinged out. Quick little route. He does jump into it, and it is going to go right into the mid lane. Yon's going to try to come up and help. Drops out of it too, though. Here comes Kled, looking for the engage. Rampage and J-Croft going to do a lot of damage. Nice curse to the side. Mummy, a massive double ultimate. Zig's even helping out with this one, but a huge triple one from the Cassiopeia. Here comes Vi in the backline. They should be able to pick up Rampage. That's one. They're looking for J-Croft. That could be the second one, but Blanco also in trouble. J-Croft, can he get away out of it? He won't be able to. It's a double kill for Cass in a massive turn right here. Lord Thor has arrived to the fight, but Vi might look to go back in. Maokai's on the side. This fight is not over. Neither team has fully disengaged. Blanco's in a heap of trouble, and all of a sudden, High Alert are taking this game by storm.
Yeah, that fight going so well for High Alert. They had the numbers, they made the quick rotation, and it was a good play at first. But that Cassar hitting everybody in the fight just turned the tide. That's several kills over. Drag coming up in about 40 seconds. Have to imagine they're going to be prioing this up about 2,000. Yeah, Cass R was nasty. Really looking good on this pick. Already had a massive shutdown. Looking like they're trying to get that Seraph's Embrace done as quick as possible. They just gotta spam out some more Qs, some Es, get the mana spent. Really proficient. It's a interesting looking Zig skin, as that's what my director cam is showing. Just a little goofy.
Infernal Drake, really important Drake here, being started up, and actually it's Loki that's slowly out of position. He does not care. He is so tanky. He's going to put Chewie in the wrong position. On the other side of the fight, a massive ultimate again from the Cassiopeia, and they're going all in on that Yon. They take him out. They send him back to the pad. Blanco's the next one that they're focusing on. Rampage deep in this pit. Can he win the swipe battle? It drops super close. It's a Mumu that's able to grab the dragon. That's the second one right there, and they pick up a kill as well. Traded already as Rampage has a nice little bandage toss to try to get away, but I don't think he will be able to. Dot is going to chase him down with Cass. And 12-5 goes the score, but they don't walk away with nothing. They got to kill him the dragon.
They got to kill him. They got the dragon. Oh, not done yet. Pick with the R.
Yeah, Lord Thor is going to be the target of that one. He will get dropped as well. Pickle picking up his 4th kill of the game.
Pickle looking really, really good. These Pledars, these rotations, just good map awareness, I feel like, or macro sense to kind of come down, fight the objectives, looking to maybe walk back up top. But it is good that Two-Town got that dragon. They are in a better spot with those, and Soul can certainly turn the tides of the fight. So, you know, if they get the next one, they're all of a sudden in the kind of the driver's seat.
Cass is the target to kill in these fights right now, but she has had such clean gameplay full time. Already has those 2 items. Really big shutdown roll onto them, though, if they do grab it.
Yeah, there is still just a lot of lockdown. I mean, you got the Amumu, you got the Yone, Cho'Gath can silence. So there are ways to get the kill on this Cass, get this this Kled, this Misfortune. They're all pretty squishy. I mean, of course, Kled, it depends if they're on the Scarl or not, but there's certainly tools to get those picks.
I think once so here's the thing. They have the Ziggs, and they have a Yon Kaisa, which is a lot of damage to towers if they get to the position where they can do that. But they just haven't had that luxury yet in this game. They've been beat down pretty good in the mid lane. This Cass did a great job shutting down that Yon. Down in the bot lane, Misfortune is popping off in the CS department. We saw it in game 1. Seen it in this game as well. This Cho'Gath will keep stacking and get pretty big, but not quite the menace he wants to be yet.
No, this trade seems to be Blanco favored, though.
I agree. lot of damage. Good knockup right there as well. Continuing to hit. This is dangerous here. Picklehater's got to get out of here. I don't think he's going to win this. He gets silenced. Oh, he does not get knocked up, which is massive. It means he might be able to escape out of here. One more auto attack could mean an R as well. He does have flash, though. There's the flash right there. He actually creates the distance, and a couple of tower shots might be enough to finish him off. Does he have Q or W available? He's getting the auto. He gets the E. Big shutdown gold for Blanco right there as he reverse turns it. Loki in the area, though. Nice knockup.
Low health bar, so might be a kill here.
I think so. The Q's going to do so much when it hits, and it does. Might be able to watch that blast cone and dance around it. You see him doing that dance right now. Gonna create some distance again for himself, but not the right way that he wants. Heal up a little bit. Oh, he gets taken down.
Yeah, but that's all right. It's just a solo kill over to the Maokai, and you got the shutdown. So, and look right there, we're seeing them already built into that Sunfire Aegis.
Yep.
Not the end of the world. It's not like it went over to like Cass or Vi or anybody. I mean, the Maokai certainly, will benefit from the kill though. But that's two turrets picked up pretty quickly here for Two-Town.
Yeah, up in turrets 3-0 now means they do have a lot more map pressure, which is important because here comes Kled though into the backline. He's going to be looking for Rampage. He finds it. Vi wants to join the fight. Curse the sideline. He's going to lock up 2. The rest of the team is coming, but there they go all the way in. A massive ultimate from MF's going to pick up 2 of them right there as Dot and the rest of the team push forward.
Yeah, Misfortune, super low health, doesn't care. They sat back. The Yon R with the Amumu Bandage just went right into that Misfortune ultimate. And that looks like it's going to be a Baron. At least it's going to be a
start. They want to
start.
set up vision for this area, but Blanco's up. This dude is as beefy as Baron himself. You stop it back right there. They're going to clear some wards too.
Yeah, I like the call to play this slow. They didn't force the Baron right off the rip. Good clearing here from Cho'Gath, who I want to see how many stacks we're up to now. Up to 6. So they still have two more minion minion eats that they can do. I would love to see them kind of get off of those. That way they can look to get those 6 stacks as quick as possible. Be nice and beefy. Serves a really good front line, but a lot of couple flashes down for High Alert and a lot of flashes up for Two-Town Gaming. So, Lord Thor,
but might be a big... Satchel charge right into the cast. Is going to get melted down. There's my Aspen. There's the ultimate from Maokai. That's a big catch just before this fight here. 3 kills. Half of the kills onto the Ziggs to the side of Two-Town Gaming, and now they have to fight without him.
Yeah, and I think that's just going to be the Dragon over. It is only going to be 2-2, not the end of the world.
Right.
Just trying to get that vision control. Ultimately, just going to be a take an objective. I don't think we'll see too much more come after the fact.
Yon's actually doing it right now. Really good push there, and he's going to be able to rotate through the jungle up to the top lane and keep a good push on them. And they are up 11 kills, but they're only up 3.5k gold here because of this tower diff.
Yeah, a lot of standing gold on the table for High Alert Hijinx. They're maybe looking at this Cass bot lane, who actually stopped the reset.
Just showing up was a threat enough. Won't be able to find the knock. Oh, Cass going back in though a little bit. Blanco now trying to go for it. There's the knockup right there. Silence is going to follow after. They're going to try to find some more damage onto it. That's a nice ult right there. Here comes everybody going all in. Can they get the eat off? The shutdown gold onto the Kai'Sa, which is big. But Baron started up at the same time. High Alert trying to find a way in this game. There's the ultimate from Ziggs. So they know they're there. They make a play around it. Can they do anything about it? They don't decide to. They say, we're just going to split and take every tower that we can. Let's take mid. Let's take bot. Let's give the Baron. And let's control the map. We know Cass is dead. This is a very ballsy play. They can quickly back in about 10 seconds. What else can they take? Satchel charge deployed for mid lane. Then take the next one. Now 4 are backing, and they are deep into the base right now. So much gold. Gold is kind of evening up a little bit here if they take another one, but here comes a big play. And they find their way in. Chewie created just enough distance. Nice flash over the wall back to safety too. And Croft might look for something. He's going to get ulted. He's going to get knocked down. Huge bullet time from Dot as they're going to pick up 2 right there.
Honestly, 2 kills aside as the Maokai are going to try and get the Ziggs. I don't know if he has the satchel to get himself away. He does not.
He shot it really quick. He did not. He will be taken. Oh, there it is. Did he create enough distance? He has a heal as well. Blanco's going to show up. And everybody's going to rethink their whole life. They're out of here.
Okay. I think that went really well for Two-Town. You're in a spot, you make that play on two of the cast bot. Great read from High Alert to immediately go to the Baron.
Yeah.
But I love that they just say, okay, we're not going to get there in time. We're going to take your mid tier 2, we're going to take your bot tier 2, your bot tier 3.
In response, though. Big fight right here as Blanco's trying to do the damage. Zig's actually poking them down. The flash to eat right there from Blanco. He's able to find Vi. That's Vi's first death of the game, and they're looking to fight even more. Blanco dropping really low, though. Less than 200. Almost gets totally dropped out. Rampage looking for another way in. Does have Curse the Sad Mummy available. Jaycroft back in the fight as well. Thirsting to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was just a really good macro play, because I think honestly the goal difference in that Baron's probably just about even, because you get the 1500 from the Baron, and yes, they got that tier 2, but they gave over 3 turrets in response, and that really kind of like stalled out what the Hijinx were able to do. So I really like that from Two-Town. Hopefully they can just kind of turtle the rest of this Baron. You're only down about 3k, you got drag coming up, certainly fightable.
Economy games are really interesting because so much of it is about comfort, so much of it is about mental, about momentum as well. They're in this position right now where blue side has won every game. Back to blue side, the same way it was game 1. Again, you're down in a pretty similar manner. But you gotta find a way back into this game. The comps are pretty different here. The conversation is being had like, Blanco is big, we really can't fight without our big tank. We really need Ziggs to play safe. He's the one who has to ward. So I'm wondering if they're going to start moving as that unit and looking to ward as a team, because when he gets picked, things go bad to the side of Two-Town Gaming.
Yeah, I think it's time for Blanco Mamba to become the escort, walk in, help them get the vision, because it's a lot harder for Ziggs. Actually, this TP not gonna get stopped. Ooh, Cass might be in trouble.
Yeah, a little bit of MR now on Blanco, and here comes the teleport in response, and Cho'Gath is like, oh yeah, I don't want to stay for this.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there's 4 down here, though. Gotta get out of here. Sled's gonna go deep, find some CC onto these guys. A nice little satchel's gonna give him some distance, but he can't return the damage as Cho gets picked this time. 5 have rotated to the bot lane, and these guys hang on to this tower.
That was a lot that they burned. They burned the Kledar.
Massive in. That's a huge curse that's happening. Finds 3. Yon and Lord. Oh my goodness. The moves all the way in, but a big ultimate from MF doesn't finish anybody off. This Cass that's going to pick up 1 kill. 2 for 1 in total after the Cho'Gath got picked.
Yeah, I don't know if High Alert can go for the Draken though, because you got 20 or 15 on the Cho'Gath. Your jungler's down, their jungler's down, and yeah, they're low health bars. So I think that's totally fine for Two-Town. And I think if High Alert tries to force this drag, you just walk down with the Cho'Gath and steal it away.
I agree. Cho'Gath is up right now. We can start making his move. The other thing I'll say, though, I think Pickle Hater will remount, and this low health team will look less than low health right now, because he is going to remount. They're in a really tricky position.
Well, it might burn before Cho'Gath gets
not here. This is fully stealable. They just need to send damage into the pit and they can steal it, but they don't do it. Now, not for a fight, though. They could look and pick up a couple right here. Cass with a massive ultimate is going to fight Kai'Sa right here. Finish her off, but she goes down to Ziggs in the backside. Loki dropping super low as well as Blanco trying to chase the rest of them down. They're only going to lose 2.
Big shutdown. That's 2 kills. It is the Dragon over to High Alert. That puts them on Soul Point. This Misfortune, this Cass is going to be doing so much damage with these Infernal stacking, but a lot of gold back in the pockets, and these are some long death timers, about 25 seconds. Yon gonna catch the bot, they're gonna shove in mid. Next objective's in about a minute.
Yeah, and it is gonna be that Baron that's up in 110 like you're talking about. Yon not really being super effective in the gameplay. He's got a couple of really nice ultimates, but what he can choose to do is create a massive amount of side pressure. Ziggs can clear waves. Cho'Gath can clear waves. He can split push really effectively if he chooses to, or at least draw somebody to him. So I think that is a route they need to go, because if they can open up bot lane with that inhibitor, you're going to see them really press these guys to split them up.
Yeah, the hard part here is there's no TPs. Yon has the Ignite, and then Cho'Gath's TP is down. So with Baron coming up, it's kind of hard. I think they're making the right call to just send all 5 top. You want to Mumu having to flash away. Got the vision, though. They had the scuttle.
What matters is that he lived. Like, burning the flash is fine. You die 30 seconds before Baron as a jungler. It's toast.
100%. You still have the R. You have Cho'Gath coming. You got Yone with the flash. Got Kai'Sa with flash.
Yep.
I think you got to look on this MF. That is a massive shutdown potentially, but they've got all the sums and they got the Maokai in their back pockets. It's gonna be hard.
And they're just starting to get that MR on the side of Town Gaming. Will it be enough to weather the storm that Cassiopeia's fangs bring to them? She's splitting top right now.
Red team's turret has been
Game's
destroyed.
on a razor's edge. Kled pushing bot lane though.
Yeah, Kled takes one. Ghost coming out and a nice stun right there. So much damage. Curse the Sad Mummy is going to follow it up. J-Craft trying to get in here in time, but it doesn't matter. Amumu is taken down and killed. High Alert Hijinx have successfully split up the side of Town Gaming. Cho'Gath just trying to get a mid push going on. Kled is coming up from the backside though.
It's gonna be hard. I don't know how. I mean, Cho'Gath can try and get in here, but it's a one-way trip if he does. I think this is again just gonna be Baron over to High Alert Hijinx. Kled.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Never know. With the Ziggs might do it. Oh, it did drop to 300. If that was a little bit earlier, he might have taken it. Here comes the ultimate from Kled. Everybody's gonna be able to run down with it. They're looking for Cho'Gath, but they don't find the connect onto it. There it is. No blast going to take. He's gonna flash over the wall to safety, but Loki is over there. Loki, your team's not following.
Yeah.
He didn't go in.
Oh, this Yone in such a tricky spot gets out. Still
Definitely wasn't sweating.
okay. Yeah, definitely was not stressing that one out. Drag coming up in about 2 minutes, so Baron will be up when that soul point is on the table. Yeah, just I like the macro play from High Alert. You know, they had the Kled bot, they had Cass pushing top. Good Ghost there to kind of buy themselves time. They get the Amumu. Things are looking really good for High Alert Hijinx.
They're safely up right now. So I wonder too if they're even gonna worry about the actual dragon spawn time. Like, you can just force with Baron, force them to reply to you. Look for 1 or 2 picks maybe near the tower. Back up, get your soul. You don't need to be so worried about warding here and now. You can create an advantage somewhere else on the map. Kled's doing that top right now.
Yep, and Cho's gonna have to sit and answer. You can't. I mean, that's 2 levels up. The Kled is with all the split pushing they've been doing. That's probably gonna be that top tower going down, and Cho'Gath coming up now. Gonna try and clear the wave, but it might just be gone.
Looks like it is totally gone. Picklehater 2 levels up, like you said. Doing a lot of max health damage onto it, but there's an ultimate down here in the bottom lane. Bullet time going to connect onto the 6, being taken out of the fight already. Looks like Yone is going to follow, and he does up in the top lane. Cho'Gath was killed, and High Alert Hijinx are looking to end this series. The damage under Rampage right now. They should be able to chase him down. Get advantage toss to the minion wave. He does, gives him a little bit of space, but he's going to be cast that finishes him off. Kai'Sa, only one alive.
Yeah, that should be the inhib, should be the Dragon Soul. Don't know if High Alert can finish the game. Looks gonna have to reconvene and look to do it one more time.
I think Picklehater can take another tower at least here. Maybe not with that positioning, because now Chewie is going to arrive. Ziggs has spawned. There's the Ignite actually down, because the ADC that took it a lot of damage following it as well, but here comes Cass.
Ooh, good dodge there. This Dragon's going slow. They do have just the Vi doing it. It is going to eventually pop, and that will be Soul. They're going to reset with the last of their Barons. And look to make one last team fight push, I think.
This Soul should finish it off. Pass is massive. Look at that build right now. Working on her 5th
so much damage.
item. She is so big. MF also massive. Any amount of damage they get off with that additional triple Infernal is going to be huge.
Yeah, this MF, again, I mean, we saw it game 1. Super strong game on the Aphelios. Game number 2, Town Gaming put the pressure on early.
Yep.
So the Caitlyn was never quite able to like get off the ground, but this game really from moment 1, Dot has been so strong in this game number 1, and looks to be one of their best players. Certainly a big threat for the rest of Econ Group A. Rampage gonna have to get out of here.
Here comes an ultimate from Fled. A lot of damage onto Rampage right here. Can they respond with anything? Just the satchel going to disrupt them, but They have no Vi, so this is a fair 4v4 here. They're going into base. They have to be a little bit cognizant of that. Maybe just go for that mid inhib, as Blanco is still a big meaty boy if he's got the team to back him up.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 inhibs down, no wave bot, so they can't go for the triple inhib, but there are pings on that bot wave. Maybe someone's saying, hey, we should go get this wave in, or they might just try and just death ball down the mid lane.
Yeah, they could. 15-ish seconds until the Mumu does respawn. Can they hold on for that? There's no wave once they kill this. Top lane, a wave coming in slowly, but they're getting stalled out a little bit here. Trying to end the game, maybe trying a little too hastily.
Yeah, Mumu still has flash, or still has R rather, can look for a big engage if they stick around, overstay their welcome a bit.
Yeah, if they can find a multiple first this out, being followed up by the J-Croft ultimate, they could look to actually turn this fight. Kled is not there right now. This would be their moment to actually try to engage.
They're playing smart, they're playing back, and Blanco actually maybe, I know they're tanky, but they might not be 5-on-1 tanky.
Does a good job of stalling the minions out before they get into tower range. A lot of damage coming out. They're looking for something. A lot of damage onto this cast. That's super important. Still a long time before this Elder goes up. Baron up at 30.
Yeah, and that's going to be the spot, I think, if High Alert are able to get that Baron, they've got the 2 inhibs down, I think they can probably look to just walk down mid, walk up top, and just kind of look to root force their way. Kind of do or die for Two-Town. Game number 3, series on the line. You got a Mumu, you got Cho'Gath. Can certainly go for a steal.
Gonna be spawning pretty soon. Will this spell the end side of Two-Town Gaming? Trying to clear out some vision right now so they can walk safely to it, but it's already being started up. Young's in the bot lane right now. No TP. Can't look to join it. Let TP is just his own people right here.
Even with just 3, it's going really quick, and yeah, that's just going to be down. The waves are coming in. They don't want to let them go for the backdoor, so that's just going to be Baron over.
And this is just a clinical end to the game. They know what they need to do, and they are succeeding in doing it. Get that Baron. Look to finish this game up as Lord Thor trying to just pepper some shots into this minion wave. Here comes the ult. Everybody's going all in. A nice silence right there. Can Rampage get away from this ultimate? And not doing too much right there. But a nice knockup right there keeps everybody safe on the back line. They already pick up the Kaisa. Everybody in the front line getting dropped really low. Blanco almost out of the fight. A good flash away and a good satchel charge from the Ziggs, but all 5 are still alive. They have Baron. Here comes a massive curse to Sad Mummy, but it's too little too late as the game ends.
Yeah, great look there at the end, but just the Baron minions, the cast, the misfortune, too quick on that tower. And that's going to be a 2-1 win for the High Alert Hijinx to kick us off week number 1. Pickle gets the series dub on his birthday.
Yeah, and just a crazy series. Really shows people in Economy Group A what they're going to be up against when you face either of these two teams. They've got their pocket picks. They got the stuff they like to do, and they've also got really good mental, being able to fight back and forth. We saw it out of both teams in all 3 games. Something that you'll want to pay attention to in the future is teams that can bounce back in a game 2 or teams that can bounce back in a game 3. That's scary stuff to deal with because you're never out of the fight here. And just looking at the damage charts, look at that Ziggs damage.
Wow. Just peppering in so much damage to Qs. They certainly did their part. Yeah, just the momentum, like the pendulum swing effect in this game, this series. This is like one of the stronger that I can think of in a while, where it was so like swing up in this way in favor of High Alert, and then this way, the opposite way for Two-Town, and then back in favor of High Alert. Just really fun series, and I think Two-Town looking pretty good. If this is their first, competitive action, I think it's their first LBLCS action. They're looking really tough.
Yeah, I really liked watching this team play. Two-Town Gaming balling out with their different team comps too. Game 2 was totally nutty. Game 3 was still super fun, playing the Ziggs Kaisa down in the bot lane. Got Rampage on that signature and Mumu. Those bandage tosses were on point, both games of this series. But I think the major difference for me in the entire series, if I had to pinpoint a player that I think swung it all, I'm going to go High Alert's mid laner. I think that they deserve the crown for this series. What are you feeling, Lust Force?
Yeah, I think just pound for pound, looking at all the games, even in game 2 where Two Town was pretty in control, I felt like on the cast they were doing really well. Even in that game 2, game 1 they had some massive shockwaves. That game they were just a monster on the cast.
Yeah.
So I think I would agree with that overall. But I do want to give again shout out to Rampage on the Amumu, who I thought was the pound for pound star of game number 2. So many clutch engages on the Amumu. I was a big fan.
I was a big fan. She set that tempo in game 2, and they rode it out and just totally dominated all of the neutral objectives. I think Blanco and Pickle Hater, if you're a top laner in Economy Group A, I think this is a conversation you're having with your team. Like, hey, there's 2 Giga Chads in this group, and we got to have a conversation about what we're taking out of their hands, because the Kled was super clean. Even the Darius in game 1 out of Blanco was super good. The Mord was very strong. So I think it's, once you start watching some of these games in your group, you start to develop ideas about how they like to play, and I think that this exposed how strong their top laners are pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. This was the second econ match, because I did get to watch, I think it was Flash for Economy and Tactical Feed. I believe Group B, you've got a game kicking off tomorrow, right? Any insider scoop on what to expect?
I do have a game kicking off tomorrow. And you know what? It's going to be crazy. I anticipate we're going to be going the way of Two Town Gaming's Game 2 strategies of absolute chaos, something people can't predict. I'm not sure I'm going to be tethered or chained, although I have a suspicion I may be hungover after drinking this entire cast. Speaking of drinking, and Coriander Beer, the official sponsor of the LBLCS, I did promise chat one more advertisement before we turn it off. So this will send us off, guys. I hope you like coriander pills. Hey there, this is Buggleberry Finn from the LBLCS. I'm excited to bring you the news about a new coriander product, Coriander Cognitive Supplements, or CCS. These clinically tested supplements are mind control pills. They remove all thoughts and memories that aren't about the LBLCS, and they're safe for all ages. I take it 14 times a day with my coriander beer, and you should too. Let me give you an example. Have you ever felt out of place, confused? Is your home life a wreck? Your relationships falling apart? Everybody getting promoted at work except for you? Is that bully Derek back? Don't worry. CCS is a solution for you and your kids. Here at Coriander Labs, we believe in medical science, and we don't believe in therapy or working through your problems. Join us on the adventure to enlightenment and making sure that you can only think about one thing, the LBLCS, a safe place for all.
Coriander Cognitive Supplements may increase the risk of death, spontaneous combustion, permanent memory loss, insanity, hallucinations, dementia, warts, increased toe growth, and mild indigestion.
Here at Coriander Labs, we're committed to one thing and one thing only, helping you forget your life. The best part about this pill is you don't need a doctor's note. You just need to join our Discord down below. So go ahead, make the right choice for your life and forget about it. We'll see you online.